7. Welcome to Crossfire. My name is Emily, and I will be monitoring this process. To begin, please join the process room at hackbox.ca, using the room code displayed on your screen. Prepare for player selection and almost certain obliteration. BC 2014 is selected. Apodo is selected. Stilgar is selected. Crossfire is selected. Inca is selected. Fernando is selected. Shadowmane is selected. UPM208 is selected. Mark is selected. Charles III is selected. Alex is selected. Fetz is selected. Here is how the process will take place. Answer the multiple choice questions. 10 pennies are awarded for each correct answer. After each question, a candidate who gave a wrong answer is eliminated at random. If all candidates are correct, all candidates are up for elimination. The last candidate remaining wins a 50-penny bonus. Good luck! Question number 1. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. Stilgar has been destroyed. Question number 2. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. Fernando, you have sampled our experimental weight loss program. Please provide feedback on the appropriate form. Question number 3. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. Goodbye, Feds. It's nothing personal. Question number 4. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. It turns out safety mode was disengaged, BC 2014. What a shame.
What a shame.
Question number 5. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was C. I regret your loss, Shadowmane. Question number 6. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was B. You have made a terrible mess, Inca. We will be sending you the cleaning bill. Question number 7. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was D. If you'd ever wondered what Alex would look like if they were turned inside out, now you know. Question number 8. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. Crossfire has been eliminated. They will be missed. Question number 9. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. Thank you, Charles III, for volunteering to test the targeting system. You will be pleased to know that it still works. Question number 10. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was C. I regret that you have been obliterated, Mark. Question number 11. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Time up. The correct answer was A. The loss of Apodo's body was a sacrifice I was willing to make. Congratulations to APM208, you have survived the process and are awarded 50 bonus pennies. You are also still alive, which must be something of a relief. Until next time, thank you for playing Crossfire. Goodbye.
Good evening, 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 and welcome to the Game Night Season 10 finale. Hope you're all doing well. I don't know what's happened with the animation on the first one of the shots on that, but it appears to have changed. A message from our sponsor, Shadowmane.
Last episode of We as Demole, but not actually? Sign me up. And also, happy Blackjack.
Happy Blackjack, Shadowmane. Thank you for the 26-month subscription there. Most grateful to you. And also, thanks to Samster. 36 months. Piss. TTS wouldn't say it, so I'll say it for you. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. And Oni, 27 months as well. Much appreciated to you, my dude. Thank you very much for the support, all three of you all, and good evening to everyone. I see a lot of pennies wanting to be cashed in. I will do those in the fullness of time. Don't worry, they will get cashed in. I will probably do them in between this game and the Abyss. I'm going to stop that bonus right there. Hope you're keeping well. Good evening to Lewis and Topper and Shadowbane and Natter and Shapes and AB Me and Stilgar Ken, to Lingamaniac, to Ardenvets, to Puzzle Dan, to Oni, to Mark, to Tadaru, to Dragon, to Simpsons Angle, to Fluid Fernando, and a message from our sponsor, Fired.
Just checking. PYSS.
It's too smart for that, but thank you very much for the 14-month subscription there, Fired. Hope you're keeping well. Good evening to two, Jerry and Fired, Not a Cat, and Samster and it's Otley, Score Count, Apodo, Innes, Jogging, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me for the Season 10 finale of Game Night. I hope you're keeping well. Do you enjoy the pageantry today? I listened to it on the radio, mainly the coronation of the King Charles III, who we executed in that last game. So yeah, Natter's now going to be locked up in the tower for the rest of his life. Please yell something silly. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So no, I was driving back from Wales this morning. We had a staff day out yesterday. So there could be a hotel for the night, and I had a wedding this afternoon, so I had to sort of get up and gallop back. So yeah, we got to listen to most of the coronation in the car. The music was nice. I'll probably go back and watch the whole thing on iPlayer at some point, but haven't done it yet. Anyway, if I am sounding slightly ill at the moment, I don't feel ill, but I feel illness is coming. I am feeling really quite run down at the moment for a combination of reasons. One day I will fix the transform of this strap before the game begins. But it is not this day. I'd have to do it. Yeah, I've got to remember to do it afterwards. What if I just pop it out slightly? Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I'm feeling very. I basically, to cut a long story short. Hello, Lupine. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I'm doing too much at the moment. It's the long and short of it. Between work, which is going really well, but is very, very stressful at the moment because we've got. There's a show we're working on which is going into studio in about 3 weeks' time, and it's the first one where I'm sort of the front man, I guess. I'm not the only one working on it, but it was sort of I'm sort of taking a lead on it. I'm actually going into studio for this one, and we've got a meeting with producers next week, and so it's sort of get shit done, basically. So it's the Shapes is saying opportunity to have some rest. It is feeling warranted at the moment, but it's not just that. I mean, it's going really well, but it's just a bit busy and stressful. And we've got about a billion bank holidays, so obviously we had a staff day out yesterday, so losing work time there. And then I've got 40 trillion other side projects. I've got a billion weddings in the next 10 weeks or so. And Megs is away a lot at the moment because I'm away a lot, and then Megs is away a lot because she's training for 3P. So we haven't seen each other for like 2 weeks properly, which is a little bit sad. But we're talking. We're good. We're good. Just for what it's worth, in case anyone is worried. But we sort of become a bit like passing ships in the night, and even with us both working from home a lot of the time, it's a bit tricky. So yeah, and I've got a concert tomorrow night, a piano recital, which is the first one for solo recital for over a year. So yeah, it's just all go at the moment, and so I'm feeling a little bit run down, and I feel like I'm probably going to get ill at some point quite soon, which will be fine. I'll get through it. But yes, it does mean I'm going to be grateful for having a few weeks off. So it is the season finale tonight. It's going to be penny prize draw towards the end of the evening. Chance for you to win some prizes. I've absolutely no idea what the prizes are. I didn't update them. Fuck. I will do that at some point. So I was going to update them. I haven't thought about them. I might just have to stick with what's there. Yeah. So we're going to have some fun trivia tonight. We started with Crossfire. Thank you very much to Natter for that pack on proof by me. And we're going straight into the mole. The mole. This has been written by Shapes and proof by Samster. I have not seen any of the questions in this pack, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing what comes up. Can I win Penny Morden? Penny Morden. I mean, she must have some. I haven't seen it yet, but I've just seen someone on Twitter. She's got all the biceps, or was it triceps? She's been holding that sword all day. Legend has it she's still holding it now. So some say. I'll get to it, Sam. It's my finale. Leave me alone. I will also cash in those pennies in the fullness of time. I do see them coming in. Don't worry. I will make sure they are assigned before the prize draw. Right. Shall we play a game? I think we should. Thank you very much to Shapes for writing this, and to Samster for proving. Last time we're going to see them all, certainly for a while. It's not on the docket for season 11. It didn't seem to light the airways on fire, but I hope we can still join in and have a bit of fun tonight. If you do want to be in the hot seat, then remember that you will need to come and join me in the Discord. You'll have a microphone, ideally, so you can come and talk to me, and all will be well. And hopefully everything will just kind of work. I haven't tested stuff for a while, so we keep our fingers crossed that all the sound works. Anyway, come join the game. DNSV. A load of new QWERTY t-shirts have arrived while I was away as well. Currently sat on my desk. There's a spaniel in the corridor. I'm glad he's sleeping at the moment. King Toppy the first of his name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, I do need 5 players, 5 speaky players to come and join this game. And it is not just a matter of what you know, but how much you think other people know. Come and join, we'll have some fun. Dark room. That's natter, for what it's worth. It's been transparent here, let everyone know who everyone is. It will be clear when you go into the game, by the way. But so people just wanted to play in the audience game, that's fine. We've got enough to play though, so that's good. And we've got a few more minutes. And I do love this theme tune. I will miss this theme tune very much. Anyway, we've got lots of things to look forward to though in season 11, so I'm off for 3 weeks after tonight, but I'm back on the 3rd of June. Might be a slightly late start, because I'm coming from a wedding in Guildford, which is unlikely. I'm unlikely to get away from until about 6:30. Yeah, QWERTY's brilliant. I've spent about 300 quid on there the last few months, but here is one of the new ones. Space is high. Iron Maiden meets Mandalorian. Very cool. So yeah, I've got some for Megs and Dylan in there too. So, what was I saying? Yeah, 3rd of June might be a slightly late start. Tom will use it in one of his games at some point. Yeah, probably will. Maybe. I think there's only one he's done that's happened on. I doesn't say he's done it maliciously. It's just there's only so much music, I suppose. It is on free, well, not free for everyone to use, but it's public domain. Not public domain. What am I after? It's anyone is able to use it. I don't own the sole rights to the music, I suppose is what I'm getting at. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Buzz Off, coming back in Season 11. It's going to be a limited tournament, just open to 8 people. Hello, Zeus. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Great to have you with us. Hope you're well. So, yeah, keep your eyes on the Discord for information on how to sign up for that. There will be a playoff event, which is going to be the Season 11 opener on the 3rd of June. So if you can't make that one, then you won't be able to be in the tournament, which is maybe a bit of a shame, but, season's already going quite long because it's down to 1 a week and we've got to fit in a certain number of games and so on and so forth. So that's good. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, there's going to be a mid-season break in Season 11. Mid-season break because we're in Cyprus for 10 days. So I'll be missing for 2 Saturdays. But I'm going to stream on my birthday, which it seems for ages away at the moment. Well, it is ages away at the moment. It's the end of August. But that'll be one you want to mark in your diaries. That should be a good night. All right, have we got 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got exactly 5. So it looks like it's going to be Alex, Otley, Shadowmain, Natter, and Jogging, who are going to be our hot seaters tonight. So make sure you select a character when it prompts you to do so. Let's lock the lobby. So, select the character that you want when it pings you a little message. Or don't. And we will pick someone else. There's Natter into the game. And Jogging. And Alex. And there's it, Sotley. And there's Shadowmain. We have our 5 contestants. Welcome to the mole. If you'd like to make your way down towards the green room while I share a screen. Screen 3 today. Kolo will do a very fast sound test on you, and then he'll bring you into the broadcast studio, and our game will begin. If you're not one of our 5 hot seat players, remember you can still take part to earn pennies and medals. Last chance to win some medals in this game tonight, and of course take part in the vote, which would be should be good fun. I do like this game. Right, who have we got? We've still got some green room people. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 people in there, so I'm assuming everyone is just getting sound tested. And I trust Kolo will drop them into the broadcast studio in the fullness of time. Coming up a bit later on tonight, we've got the Abyss to look forward to. And of course, the penny prize draw. Like I say, sort of without ceremony for a season finale tonight. It's just some more great trivia, which I hope you'll have a good time playing, and thank you again for joining me this Saturday evening. So say Megs is away this week. My mother-in-law popped around briefly. Dylan is at my mother-in-law's because I've been away most of the weekend. I'm out most of tomorrow. And but Dylan forgot his pyjamas, so she just nipped in to pick them up. It's nice to see them briefly. My friends, welcome to the Mole. Lovely to have you all here. We'll start with Natter. Good evening.
Thank you, Ben. Hope you have a nice coronation night for yourself.
Yeah, after the stream, I'm probably going to go and watch the ceremony. It's been a mad day, and it's another one tomorrow. So I'm just glad for a bit of trivia fun tonight with you guys. Thank you for your pack earlier on, by the way.
Not a problem.
Very enjoyable. You've played the Mole before a few times, I think, haven't you?
Yes, I haven't. I haven't made it to the end yet, so.
Let's see if tonight we can change that. Welcome to the game, Natter, and welcome Jogging as well. Jogging, how you doing?
I'm so muted. There we are. Hello, I'm good.
Hello. Great to have you with us. You played before? Played in the Mole before?
I've played once.
Played once, okie dokie. And how has your coronation day been?
I've been working all day, getting paid a lot more than normal. So
nice. I'll take it.
Thanks, King.
Thanks, King.
We stand the King.
We stand the King. Jogging, welcome to the game. Best of luck tonight. Alex, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Excellent. Have you had a celebratory drink to toast the king, or just a drink?
No, I spent most of it asleep around Lady Oni's and played with a cat for most of the day.
That sounds like a much better plan. Have you played the Mole before?
Yeah, and I did shite.
Have you written for the Mole before?
Yes, I have. And I proofed for them all, so I truly.
So you've got the triumvirate of badges to your name. Well, a silver medal, right? Well, we'll see if we can get you a space on the leaderboard tonight. Best of luck, Alex.
I mean, I was asking for a better medal, but okay.
Oh, a better medal. Oh, I thought you said I've got a silver medal.
I said I deserved a medal.
Yes, you did. Yeah, possibly.
I'm technically still waiting on getting to win this one, actually, myself, because I wrote it, I played it, and now I have to go try and win it.
Now you've got to win it to go over. I'm tired. Alex, welcome to the game. Good to have you on.
It's 2023 and everything's terrible.
I know. But there's a little corner of light here on this pocket of light here on this corner of the internet. It's Ollie. Welcome to the game. How you doing?
I'm alive, you?
Yeah, about the same, upright and breathing. Have you had a good King Day?
Yeah, it's happened.
I
watched a man put a hat on, and then I left the house and went to watch football, so, you know.
Was there football on? I didn't think there was any football on today.
Oh, it's park pitch level.
Oh, okay. Very good, very good. Good. Have you played before?
Yes, I believe I got absolutely destroyed by Shapes.
Aha, yeah, Shapes has got rather a reputation in this game, but he's writing tonight, so let's see if he can dish it out as well as...
Destroyed by him again.
Yeah, destroyed by him in a different guise. Best of luck, Lee. Great to have you with us. And Shadowmane, welcome to the game. How you doing?
Hello, Ben. The last 24 hours for me have been a bit of a roller coaster ride, really.
Yes, I saw your post over the road, Nash server. I'm sorry to hear it's been rough. It is always difficult with those situations, but
yeah, it's been up, it's been down, and then today it's just been.
Well, hopefully we can deliver a little bit of respite. We can have a bit of fun playing the Mole tonight.
Yeah, we'll have a bit of fun accusing each other.
Have you played before, Shadowmane?
As an audience member, yeah, first time in the hot seat. And how fitting that it's on the last episode.
Absolutely, yeah, last time. So I'm not going to completely kill it forever. Maybe it'll make a resurrection at some point in the future. But I'd say it doesn't seem to be everyone's favourite. And with limited number of streams, you know, I've got to sort of play the crowd a bit. So it might be back in the future. But nice to see you on the semicircle, Shadowmane. It sounds like you're the only one who's... It's yeah, quite. It sounds like Shadowmane is the only one who hasn't played before, but you are entirely British Isles this evening. I phrase that very carefully because I'm aware Natter is not part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I don't think. You're Republic of Ireland. Island, yes.
Yeah.
But it is, I believe it's part of the British Isles still. So it's a geographical reference. So you make up our British Isles contingent. Lovely to have you all here. Keep your Hackbox devices ready. And let's explain the rules. So, we're going to take place across 3 rounds. Each round has 5 multiple choice questions, each worth 20 points. And at the end of each round, one player will be permanently eliminated from the game. At the start of each round, one of you is secretly assigned as the mole. This player will be given different answering options from the other players, that is correct or incorrect, thus making their game significantly easier, at least to get the correct answers. Nobody other than that player will know, not even I will know who the mole is. It is not debugged for me. At the end of each round, all players secretly vote on who they think the mole is. If a clear majority identify the mole, then the mole will be eliminated. Otherwise, the player who gets fewest questions correct is eliminated instead. In the event the scores are tied, the player who spent longest answering will be eliminated. We will find out who is in jeopardy before we go to the vote. Any players who fail to identify the mole will lose half the points they earned in the round, and that applies in the lobby game as well. Mole is reselected each round regardless of the outcome, though a player may be selected more than once. 2 players who remain at the end of round 3 will progress to the final. It's as simple as that. So, how it will go, you'll answer your questions privately. We'll then have a brief chat. I will lead the conversation, but feel free to jump in and take the conversation in different directions and get some accusations going on as to where you want to sow the blame to possibly avoid detection yourself. It's a game of wits and a game of knowledge. Good luck to all 5 of you. Let's play. So I would ask at this point, my 5 players, if you could mute your microphones. I will prompt you to unmute them a little bit later on, just so that we're not giving anything away during this section of the game. And the first thing we need to do is select the mole. The mole has been assigned. Only they know who they are. And hopefully they will be able to avoid detection. Let's find out as we go to our first round. And the categories across the rounds this week are figures, Roman, payment, flip, and chunk. For the first 3 rounds, they will be asked in that order. They're all multiple choice, and you've got 10 seconds to answer each one. Here's your first question. 2016 film Hidden Figures concerns 3 employees of which organization? Is it NASA, FBI, CIA, or Antitrust Division? All players have locked in. NASA is the correct answer there. These are my notes. Film tells the story of Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, and Katherine Johnson, 3 mathematicians whose work at NASA fueled the aeronautical developments which led to the first men on the moon amid the racial discrimination and sexism they faced at the time. 50% of all the players, that includes the hot seat players, getting that one right, and 3 of our hot seat players, Natter, Alex, and Otley, getting it. Let's move on. Question 2. Rome is the capital of which region of Italy? Interesting spacing is interesting. Options are Lazio, Lombardy, Liguria, Calabria. 37% of all the players getting this, and just 2 in the hot seat, Otley and Jogging, getting Lazio. Rome is capital of Lazio region, about halfway down Italy's west coast and 25 kilometres inland. Lombardy and Liguria are in the north, and Calabria is the toe of Italy's boot shape. Well done if you got that. Otley on to 2, Shadowmane yet to score, everyone else on 1. Here's question 3. The scam baiting website 419eater.com, whose users set out to dupe practitioners of payment in advance or advance fee fraud, is named after a section of which country's penal code? Penal. Options are China, Spain, Nigeria, Colombia. Nigeria is the answer, just Natter missing out on that one. Also known colloquially as the Nigerian Prince scam, after emails sent to potential victims purporting to be from one. The recipient is promised a share of a large sum of money that needs to be transferred out of the country, but is asked to wire a smaller but still substantial sum to the fraudster by wire transfer, who then disappears. 84% of our gamut of players getting that one right. Well done if you did. Otley on a perfect score so far. 2 questions to go. Here's the next. Manchester duo Candy Flip are best known for having a 1990 hit with a cover of a song by which band? The Hollies, the Kinks, the Trogs, or the Beatles? Is that most overrated of band, the Beatles? Just 16% getting it, and only one player in the hot seat jogging. That seems to stack up. 20% of the hot seat, 16% overall. Yeah, it's the Beatles. Candy Flip were part of the Manchester baggy indie dance scenes that arose in the late 1980s and early 90s, which also gave us the Happy Mondays, Stone Roses, and the Charlatans, amongst others. Their version of Strawberry Fields Forever is best described as of its time. Well done if you got that one. Last question of the round. Be thinking about who knows more than they're letting on. Here's question 5. Which of these ice cream flavours produced by Ben & Jerry's contains chunks of chocolate? Coffee Toffee Bar Crunch, Cherry Garcia, Everything But The, or Churray for Churros? It's Everything But The. 72% of you getting it, 60% of our hot seaters. As its name suggests, Everything But The contains virtually everything. Chocolate and vanilla ice creams mixed with peanut butter cups, fudge-covered toffee pieces, white chocolatey chunks, and fudge-covered almonds. The others contain cherries, churros, cinnamon swirls, fudge and toffee pieces, but no chocolate chunks. That is the end of question 5 and the end of the questions in round 1. So I would invite my friends to unmute themselves now to give you a readout of the scores. Jogging getting 80 points there. Alex and Otley both picking up 60. Darkroom picking up 40. That's Natter. And Shadowmane just with the one correct, 20 points, which means, Shadowmane, you are in jeopardy. I will come to you first. You need to find the mole between you or Shadowmane's going to be eliminated. Bit of a tough one there, Shadow.
You can say that again.
Bit of a tough one there, Shadow. Hey, the things I do. Cell 5. Yeah, but coming through on the payment question, you're familiar with the Nigerian Prince scam?
Yes, I'm aware of the Nigerian Prince scam. To be honest, I just went through because I had Millionaire Nigeria on the brain.
that if it works, it works. Other end of the spectrum, jogging. 4 out of 5 there. Pretty solid. Was that round just in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, when they were very kind of shapesy questions, I'd say. They kind of, I'm on the same sort of quiz team as him, and I've sort of kind of learned his, especially that Candy Flip question. I feel like he's brought up Candy Flip quite a number of times, or at least more than once.
Let down on the NASA question to deny yourself a perfect score.
Yeah, I've heard of the film, but I thought it was between FBI and CIA, so.
Fair enough. Otley, let me come to you. It's a strong start there, but then it sort of petered off towards the end.
Well, I started with maths and Italian football, and then Nigerian Prince was sort of logical, and then I didn't have a clue with the music, and I absolutely despise Ben & Jerry's ice cream. It's
it's overrated.
Fairly natural curve.
It's overrated and expensive for what it is. Yeah, I know. I happen to agree with you. Okay, that seems reasonable justification. Let's have a chat with Oni. 3 in a perfectly pretty pattern. 1, 3, and 5. Missing out on the Romans and the flips.
Italian, yes, the Italian one was very much a one between two because I knew that Lombardy was too far north and Calabria was too far south, so it was very much a coin flip, and I got it wrong.
Fair enough.
The other one, well, I kind of know 90s music, but not that particular band. It's Manchester's not really my strong point. It's a little bit before my time.
Okay. Natter, strong start, strong ending, big trio of reds in the middle. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened in the middle?
Yeah, basically, though, I didn't realize about the geography of Italy there for itself. I had no idea who Kennedy were, and I realized about the Nigerian thing, but too late.
Fair enough.
Nigerian thing, but too late.
Well, as Jogging is in the lead at the end of this round, I'm going to come to him first, because naturally the brunt of suspicion generally falls on the strongest player, but is not necessarily by any stretch always the case. Jogging, who do you think is the mole in this first round?
It's really difficult to tell, to be honest. If I had to guess, I'd say the symmetry of Alex's answers is like, I don't know why you'd do that as a tactic. So maybe I'm barking up entirely the wrong tree there. I feel like he knows more about Manchester than he's letting on.
Alex, would you have anything to respond to that?
I believe it's Natter.
And why?
The first 4 of his questions were incredibly quick on the draw. And considering this is a game that it's not necessarily about speed, it feels like he's come up with a strategy and tried to go just above the last place to throw us off the scent.
Are you convinced by that, Shadowmane?
I would be inclined to believe so, because yes, that is very suspicious play from Natter.
Well, Natter, I must give you an opportunity to defend yourself.
Well, I'm actually kind of shocked, because there's a possibility you still have to have speed here too, you know. You have to have the speed in this game, you know, because if you get yourself caught out and it being too slow, you're gone.
In the event of a tie. But it's not a tie, is it?
I mean, I've taken my time, and look where that's gotten me.
Yeah, and I was looking at Shadowmane, because Shadowmane and myself were in danger for ourselves too. So the possibility of Shadowmane getting it quick too, one of us would be gone by slower means.
Otley, I'm going to give the final word of the discussion to you.
Yeah, after four questions with Natter and Shadowman being tied, I only think of, well, it needs to be, the last answer would need to be right to guarantee at least a chance of survival. And yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Well, the discussions have happened. You've all got lots to think about based on the question answering and the way you've answered my questioning to you as well. Have you got a suspicion about who you think the mole is? A reminder that 3 out of 5 of you must correctly identify the mole in order to send them home. If you fail to do that, then it will be Shadowmane who will be going home instead. And also, if you personally do not identify the mole, you will lose half of the points you have amassed. If you are the mole and you survive, you get the points you've won anyway. It is time, my friends, to cast the vote. You have got 15 seconds to do that. Choose wisely and tell me... Oh, but before we do, there's one tradition that we have to do. Natter, are you the mole?
I am not the mole.
Jogging, are you the mole?
No.
Alex, are you the mole?
I'm not the mole.
Otley, are you the mole?
Nope.
Shadowmane, are you the mole?
I'm a horse. What do you think?
Well, you have heard from all of them, and Sunburn is telling pork pies. Let's see what you think, and ready to vote in the audience as well. Who is the mole? And that's time up. The votes are in. Shadowmane is going to be hoping for some consensus. 3 out of 5 pointing at the same person. If so, he might be off the hook. If not, he is going to be going home. First of all, do we have a consensus? There is a consensus. But have you picked the right player?
Oh, hello.
4 players have elected Darkroom as the mole. Darkroom has gone for Jogging, the player with the highest score. Well, Shadowmane is hoping that Natter is the mole. Natter knows, but Natter is not going to say, because we are going to reveal in the traditional manner. Let's find out who is the mole.
Oh my god, come on!
Well, Alex, they believed your accusation, but Natter, they did not believe your defense, but it's no skin off your nose, Natter, because you get to go through. You were not the mole there.
Thank you.
It's bad news for Shadowmane, but Jogging, you've avoided detection there. Was that, and you be very honest, was that an honest game? Did you play those as you knew them, or did you take a little sneaky help?
Generally, it was the Ben and Jerry's one was a bit of a guess, but it's the one I would have gone for.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I played fairly honestly.
Vaguely honestly. Well, that's nice.
Can I put in a word there for this? Because I had a feeling I knew PL Jogging was lying, because I know for a fact that Otley and yourself are on the online quiz league together for yourselves. So I had a feeling that Jogging was basically there saying some guff. So.
Jogging's not. Otley's on our quiz team. He's not. Jogging
and Shapes are on the same team. I can't like that.
Jogging and Shapes are. Jogging's not on our team, but he's with Shapes. Otley and Nando and David are ours, and a few other people as well.
And I can tell you where Jogging is. Absolutely not on my Christmas card list.
Well, my quiz team is Division High. Sorry.
Sorry.
Is it very hay fevery in the room where you're in, Jogging?
Silent Marine Kamikaze, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. It does mean you have failed to identify the mole, which means, Natter, as the one player who did, you get to keep the points that you won moving forward, so you'll keep your 40 points. Alex and Otley, I'm afraid your points will be cut in half, whatever you earn there, so 60 and 60 gets cut down to 30. Jogging, you were the mole and avoided detection, so you keep your 80 points, but Shadowmane, oh, my dude, they couldn't find the mole, and neither could you. As it happens. I
mean, it's part of the course at this moment. I'm in here for all of 5 questions, and it's already game over.
Well, I hope you had a good time, and I do hope you'll stay around to cast aspersions on the remaining contestants as the game goes on.
Believe me, I intend to uproot any future moles, even if I have no further involvement in this game as a player.
Good stuff. Well, we'll chat with you in just a little while at the end of the next round. Colo, welcome to the stream. I think you've been here a while, but welcome formally. It's just come up on my... But let's just see how the audience got on just before you go, Shadowmane. Well, not go, before you... because you're staying. And it was pretty divided, I have to say. 36% going for Natter there. Only a quarter, just over a quarter identifying Jogging correctly. Not many people thinking Alex. Good chunk thinking it's Sotley as well. So bear that in mind as well, audience, having a look at those statistics there. Nobody thought Shadowmane was the mole, and you were all correct. But unfortunately, Shadowmane was in jeopardy. The mole wasn't found. So thank you very much for playing, Shadowmane. We'll chat with you at the end of the next round. But for now, it's Into the Dark. So, points get added on Jogging into the lead with 80. Natter's got 40. Alex and Otley with some catching up to do on 30. We are going to move on to round number 2 as the titles have just flashed. Same categories but new questions, but same rules as before. We're going to reassign the mole. It might be Jogging again. It might be a new player. One thing I can say for certainty is that it won't be Shadowmane. But I would invite you, friends, at this point, if you haven't done so already, to mute your microphones, including you, Shadowmane. And we'll re-roll the mole. And the mole has been reselected. Only they know who they are, not even me. I don't even know. It does not tell me anything in my log. It used to. We took it out. So, let's go on. Round 2. Categories once again. Figures, Roman, payment, flip, and chunk. Starting with question 1. In British English, the lowest 19-figure number, which looks like that, has what name? Trillion, quadrillion, billion, quintillion. And it's a quintillion. 72% of the total mass getting that one right. And 3 of our hot seat players. So that stacks up quite nicely. Just Jogging missing out there. A billion has 9 zeros. A trillion has 12. And a quadrillion has 15. Quintillion would be 19. Well done, the 3 of you who got that one right. And the 72% in the overall game. Let's go on. Number 2. In the name of one of Europe's oldest universities, the Sapienza University of Rome, Sapienza means what? Discovery, wisdom, teaching, or science? just Alex getting in there. 58% of the overall game getting it right, but only 25% of our hot seaters. Wisdom was the answer. Sapienza, and I'm very glad I got my pronunciation right before I looked at the phonetics over here, was founded in 1303 by Pope Boniface VIII as Studium Ubis, and came to be known by the name Sapienza in 1660 when it moved to a building on the Corso Rinascimento with the legend Initium Sapiento Timor Domini. The beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord, engraved above its gate. Lovely piece of trivia there. Thank you very much to Shapes for that. Well done, Alex. The only one getting that one right. Let's move on. Question 3. Use as payment to arm yourself with weapons. Which of these body parts are the principal currency in the 2011 video game Alice Madness Returns? Hair, eyeballs, teeth, or bones? It's teeth. 61% of the overall game getting it. 50% of our hot seaters. Teeth was the answer. Players who collect enough teeth to fully upgrade all of their weapons gain the achievement Armed to the Teeth. That's very nice. Well then, if you got that one after 3 questions, Alex is on 3, Nata on 2, it's Otley on 1, and Jonging yet to score. Much diversity in the scores. 2 to go. Here's the next. Question 4. 1963 film Flipper, its 1964 sequel Flipper's New Adventure, and the subsequent TV series based on the first film were all filmed in which US state? Hawaii, Texas, Florida, or California? 72% of the overall players and 100% of the hot seaters getting this one right. The answer was Florida. Flipper films and TV series were both set and filmed in and around the Florida Keys. When a revival of the show was made in the 1990s, this was mostly filmed in Gold Coast, Australia. So no change to the differences in the scores. We're now on to 4, 3, 2, and 1 with one more question to go. Let's take a look at question 5. Right. We have a problem because...
Double quotes?
Double quotes, yeah. I found one of them when I combed earlier on. God, we haven't had a double quotes error for a while. Let me see. It looks like the answers are the same. It has managed to parse it. Right. It should be okay if I give you the full question in the chat. Okay? And the full question in the chat is there. Let me just very quickly update that mesh as well, so it shows it on the screen. It might not do the typing sound effects. Question array, question box, Q box, question box. There we go. The internet meme known as the Chonk chart, or Oh Lord He Comin', depicts a chart describing various animals, various sizes of which animal. Looking at the JSON, it does look like the answers should still populate correctly. There are just some extra fields in the JSON, which I'm hoping it's just going to ignore, and we're going to be able to get on because it's still a valid JSON. And I'm just looking ahead to see if this is going to come up anywhere else. I don't think it is. Fingers crossed that this all works. The internet meme known as the Chonk chart, or Oh Lord He Comin', depicts a chart describing various sizes of which animal? Pig, cow, rabbit, or cat?
Yeah, that ain't
The answers haven't come up.
The answers haven't come up. Okay. Not showing up on Hatbox.
Yeah.
Okay. This will just have to be a dead question then, I fear. Not much can be done about that. Yeah, it's obviously... I'm not quite sure why it's done that, but I'll have to think about it afterwards. We have a dead question then, I'm afraid. It's cat, for what it's worth. Yeah, double quotes are naughty. The JSON that doesn't like it. Normally, to be fair, it breaks the JSON, so I can then go and fix them. But if it doesn't break the JSON, then strange things happen. The chonk chart, for what it's worth, was a repurposed version of a cat BFI risk chart where the low risk 16 to 25% body fat cat was classified as a fine boy, and other cats with higher BFIs are he-chonk, spelt CHONNK, a heckin' chonker, hefty chonk, mega chonker, and for any cat 65% body fat or above, oh lord, he coming. So yes, thank you, Topper. I know, but I'm setting me ways with JSON. G. Eisen's welcome to the stream. That is the end of the round. Rather abrupt end to that round, but that's how it goes. Game is still live. Doesn't look like I've got any other issues in the pack. I am just going to very quickly scan down. If I have at this point, it is now too late. That one has got single quotes. That one has got single quotes. And so we should be fine for the rest of the pack. Apologies for that lost question. Getting caught there. So, we have got a clear-cut set of scores. Alex on 4, Natter on 3, it's Sotley on 2, and on a single point, it's Jogging who's in jeopardy. Jogging, what happened there?
Well, I completely messed up the first question. I started counting a million onwards after 9 zeros, not 6, for God knows whatever reason. So I put in quadrillion instead of quintillion. So that was a bit silly on my part.
Rightio.
The other two questions I got wrong. I just didn't know the answer. So bit of a bad round.
At the other end of the scale, Alex, very strong round for you.
I got lucky with the 2 in the middle. The figures one, I was able to sort of work it out by the spaces. And both payment payment I sort of had an idea in my head before it came up, because I kind of vaguely remember Alice Madness Returns. It was around 2011, so I don't think I've played it, but I've certainly been in. It was very much around when I was properly gaming.
Okay. Otley, first and last of the questions that we actually had. Not so good on the Romans and the payments.
No, I don't know video games beyond basic things. The Roman one, I just had a brain for. I was just like, I went Homo sapiens, okay, and then for some reason my brain just went, oh no, not wisdom. That would obviously make more sense, but no, just ignore that.
Natter, very much in the middle field here. 3, so second highest score, 3 out of the 4 valid questions that we had. Strong round.
Yeah, I'd say so. I would actually gotten the last one correct with the cat there, so because I remembered the info charts and the advertisements that were showing up like this point of what was going on there, so and the mega chunker thing going on there, so I remember that. But the one for the Roman college bit there, I thought it was science because it sounded like Scientia, but I got messed up.
Well, we can't have them all. Alex, as the leading player, I'm going to come to you first to tell me who you think the mole might be.
I'm kind of at a loss here. Logic would dictate to go for Otley because he's in the middle and trying to just keep one ahead of the last place. But I don't have a whole lot to go on here.
Otley, you've sort of been semi-accused there. How are you feeling about that?
See, I was thinking it was Alex. There's like 1 frig answer maybe, but 2.
Seems sus.
Been a bit sus.
Natter, you got a lot of accusations last time. Don't seem to be coming in thick and fast this time. Have you got any feelings?
I'm actually split between Alex and Otley.
Keeping cards to chess, but either Alex or Otley, but not yourself, and probably not Jogging, who's in last place. Jogging, any thoughts?
I fake thought it was Alex last time, but now I real think it's Alex this time.
Well, players have
sending yourself to an early grave, fam. If I was the mole, you really think I play perfectly?
You're going to kill me.
Game
killing.
Metaphor, Jim.
Well, Alex saying you're making a rod for your own back here, but the decision is up to you.
You do what you like. It's your own bank, mate.
Natter, are you the mole?
I am not the mole.
Jogging, are you the mole?
No.
Alex, are you the mole?
I'm not the mole.
Otley, are you the mole?
Not me.
One of you is telling fibs, and you have got to try and deduce who it is. And a reminder that 3 out of 4 of you must find the mole to get so it must be a unanimous verdict from 3 out of 4. Are we going to find one? We will see. If not, it is going to be Jogging who's going home. Time to vote. Who is the mole? Okay, votes are in. Jogging, very much hoping that there is some consensus, or he is going to be going home. Let's find out. There is a consensus. Consensus has converged around Alex, and Alex has voted for It's Sotley. So, if Alex is indeed the mole, then Alex is going to be going home. If Alex is not the mole, then it's Jogging who is going home. Natter and Otley, you are through to the next round, no matter what else happens, but how many points are you going to bring with you? Let's find out. Who is the mole? It was Otley! Shadow, I realised I forgot to come to you. Did you predict that correctly, Shadow?
No, I also went with that.
You also went with Alex as well. I mean, he was being honest with you. Otley, was that a straight game, or did you throw some, or did you get some extra right that you shouldn't have?
Fairly straight. The only one I was absolutely certain on was the maths one, but I kind of figured, I know Flipper was a dolphin, so I figured it'd be somewhere. I would assume, Florida makes more sense, but the other two I didn't know, so. I knew about Chunky Boys, though.
Yes, so sorry that we lost that
Everyone
question.
knows the Chunky Boys.
Well, very well done, It's Sotley. You have avoided detection, which means you do take your 40 points through. Alex, you did identify the mole correctly, which means you take your 80 points through. Natty, you didn't identify the mole, so we'll cut your score in half of what you would have won. 60 becomes 30. And Jogging, you had the lead, but unfortunately couldn't make it through the round. As the low scorer, you are to be eliminated. Such is the way the game goes. Let's just see how the audience got on with their voting. Otley, very, very not hot in terms of suspicion there. Just 5.8%. I think that might just be Alex, possibly identifying Otley there. But more than half of the game thinking Alex.
What can I say? I'm the Cassandra of Quiz Night. I tell you what it is, but do you believe me? No, you don't.
Natty, you've not managed to shake that much suspicion there. So 41% of the audience still thinking it's you, but they're going to lose their points for misidentifying the mole. Jogging, thank you very much for playing. I do hope you'll stick around, and I'll get you and Shadowmane in first next time on the discussion on who you think the mole is, because I realised I forgot to go to Shadowmane that time. But so do stick around in the broadcast studio. But for now, I'm afraid we have to turn you dark. As we move to round number 3, Otley and Natter both on 70. Alex with a bit of a lead on 110 at the moment. 3 players remain. Rules are the same. 2 out of 3 of you must identify the mole in order to send them home. And we've got 5 more questions after we re-roll the mold. I would encourage you to mute at this point, just in case something accidentally slips out as we re-roll the mole, which I've just done. Natty, do you want to find that mute button? There we go. So we've re-rolled the mole, and a reminder that the mole could be a repeat player. It could be Otley again. It could be... who was the other mole? I can't remember who the other mole was. Don't tell me, don't remind me. No, Otley was the mole in the last round and avoided
Jogging
detection.
was round 1.
Jogging was round 1, thank you. Who's been eliminated. So it might be Otley again. It won't be Jogging. It won't be Shadow. It could be Otley again. Could be Alex. Could be Natter. I do not know. Only the mole themselves know. So 5 more questions. Let's go to round 3. Figures, Roman, payment, flip, and chunk. Starting with figures. Question 1. In the US, bear speed figures are used to measure past performance of which of these? Racehorses, long-distance runners, greyhounds, or stock cars? It's racehorses. 58% getting it right, and 2/3 of our hot seaters, just Otley missing out on that one. Speed figures are a measure of... Am I reading the right question? Yes. Speed figures are a measure of speed that aim to take into account different racetracks, race days, distances, and surfaces in calculating a horse's recent form for the purpose of betting. Well done if you got that. Question 2. Now used as the name of a different country, by what name did the ancient Romans use for the area approximately corresponding to modern-day Azerbaijan? Croatia, Albania, Slovenia, Bulgaria. Albania was the answer. 53% of the audience getting that one, and Nata the only one of the hot seat. Caucasian Albania was twice conquered by the Romans in 65 BC and 36 BC, having revolted with the support of the Parthian Empire in between those two occasions. Well done if you got that. Question 3. Introduced in 2013 with a 1-to-1 exchange rate to the euro, the Eusko, or Eusko, is a local currency that can be used within which region of France? Is it Normandy, Brittany, Alsace, or Basque Country? 68% getting it, including all 3 of our hot seat players. The answer was the Basque Country. The Eusko can be used in the whole of the northern Basque Country, that is the part north of the border with Spain, although it is sometimes accepted there too. There is no subdivision of a Eusko, so the difference has to be made up using euro cents when paying for something without a round price. Well done to our hot seaters. Nata 3 for 3, Alex 2 for 3, Otley 1 for 3. 2 questions to go. Moving on to flip. First named in William Congreve's 1795 play Love for Love, a flip is a variety of cocktail whose modern recipes contain which ingredient? Egg, ginger, mint, or honey? Just Alex getting this one, 33%, so matching up perfectly with the audience overall. Egg is the correct answer. Although both eggnogs and flips contain eggs, nogs also contain some other form of dairy. Flips originally comprised rum or brandy with beer and sugar, which was heated up. The egg was added to the mix in America as the cocktail became more often served cold. With 1 question to go, Nata and Alex both have 3. It's Otley is still on 1. Let's go to question 5. The DC Comics character known as Chunk, who first appeared in The Flash in 1988 and Season 6 of its Netflix adaptation in 2019, has what civilian first name? Christo, Chad, Chester, or Charlton? That would be Chester, 53% getting it right, and 2 out of 3 of our hot seaters, Nata and it's Sotley. Chunk's full human name is Chester P. Runk. So at the end of round 3, Nata getting 4 out of 5, Alex getting 3 out of 5, it's Sotley getting 2 out of 5. That's the end of the round. So, Nata potentially taking 80 through, Alex potentially taking 60 through, Otley potentially taking 40 through. We can see, in fact we knew from the end of question 4 who the player in jeopardy was going to be, because it was 3-3-1 with 1 to go, and it's Sotley. You are in jeopardy as the player with the fewest questions correct. I'm going to immediately come to Shadowmane and Jogging at this point. We'll skip the who got what right section for now. You might want to contest that later on. But Shadowmane, any suspicions right now off the bat? Who do you think is the mole?
I'm going to say these players answered very fast. So I'm like, again, I'm looking at Alex because he's 1 over the line and well, I can't draw any conclusion, but he was answering very quickly in this round, and that leads me to believe that he either has the mole button at his disposal, or he's taking blind pot shots. Either way, I don't think he can be trusted.
And Jogging, what do you think? What's your opinion as an outsider on the game?
I think it's Natter because he voted for me in the first round, and I'm all for grudges.
That seems solid logic. Well, I'm going to come to the players now. Natter, you've got the lead, so you get to speak first. Any strong thoughts here?
Well, I just went on with what I could do there anyway, so I just had a feeling on some of the questions and just went on with what I felt.
And so you not being the mole?
No.
Who do you think is?
I'm going to say it's going to be going to Alex.
Alex, what do you think?
Your cards are so close to your chest, they may as well be stitched to your stomach, mate. Of course, I got the ones in the middle right, because, well, there's one about currencies and there's one about alcohol drinks, so of course I'm going to get those, mate. The two that I got wrong, I just generally didn't have a Scooby. The first one, I know it was either horse racing or greyhound racing. Did a coin flip in my head and it came out right this time. I think that you're trying to pat me, Natter. I think it's you.
Well, Otley, we come to you. Now, obviously, I'm going to ask, actually, Otley, at this point, not for you to reveal who you think the mole is, because you're in last place, so you have the least amount of suspicion on you. It doesn't necessarily mean you could still be the mole, and it's worth pointing this out for anyone looking to vote and keep their score. You could still be the mole and guaranteed to be going out at this point, no matter what happens. But any strong thoughts or feelings on that round, try and avoid directly identifying who you think the mole is, because that can influence what the other two might do, or can influence what the final decision is likely to be, but not guaranteed to be.
Well, I mean, I'd be a very bad mole if I got eliminated based on that. That round is what it is. I'm trying to. It's very difficult without lobbing accusations out there to say where my brain's at right now. But I definitely have suspicion over one player over the other, based on what answers have been given.
Okay, well, it is not guaranteed that Otley has the casting vote here, but it is highly likely in this round 3 situation that it is the low scorer who gets to determine and will ultimately have the decision, if Otley is indeed not the mole, of who will be going home. So, is Otley's instinct correct, whatever that might be, or not? Or is it all an elaborate triple bluff and actually he was the mole himself and just played a really bad round? It is time to vote. Natter, are you the mole?
Ik ben niet die mole.
Alex, are you the mole?
I am not the mole.
Otley, are you the mole?
Obviously not.
Well, it is time to vote. One of you is not being truthful. One of you is the mole. 15 seconds. Who's the mole? So, let's take a look. Otley is very much hoping that there is going to be consensus here, which there is, and your consensus has fallen upon Natter with 4 out of 5, Alex with 3 out of 5, and Otley just with 2 out of 5. Otley is in jeopardy. If the mole is Natter, then Natter is going to be going home. If Natter is not the mole, then it's Otley who goes home. Let's find out. Who is the mole? Oh, Otley, gone the wrong way.
Oh no!
I told you, Alex.
He's played. He's got to have played that legit. The only person
Can I
get
be
the cocktail
honest?
question. Go on.
The first, it's basically the third one and the fourth one I played legit. The rest of them lied through my bleeding teeth.
Well, I've got to come to Natter here, because Natter, you've played an incredibly strong round there, 4 out of 5. And additionally, you will get to keep all 80 of your points because you were the only one of the 3 who successfully ID'd Alex as the mole. I think it was inevitable, Natter, that Alex was probably always going to vote for you because the likelihood of it being Otley was quite small, but Otley wasn't convinced by your argument, and more fool him, because it's him who is going to suffer for it. But an absolute blinder there, Natter. Very well played.
Thank you very much.
You must be pleased.
Yes, I am pleased. And so far, I've been the only person in this game that has had not been caught as the mole.
Yes, that's true. Actually, you haven't been the mole. The only one who hasn't been the mole. Otley hasn't.
I played seriously.
I was on the last two.
Otley has been the mole, so yes. So actually, Shadowmane wasn't the mole, but was eliminated before he had a chance to be. But yeah, so
I went out with dignity.
a lot of suspicion falling on Natter, and he's only one of the remaining players to have been completely innocent throughout. But that is the way.
The first question, it took me so long to answer. As you saw, I buzzed in late because I was actually pressing the answers and thinking, wait, why isn't it going? Oh
yes,
correct.
I'm the mole.
Oh yeah.
Well, very well done, Alex. You have avoided suspicion, so you will get to carry your 60 points through. Natter, you'll get to carry your 80 points through because you did ID the mole. Let's see how the audience got on. Did Natter have the suspicion? You did have slightly more. We're not a million miles off the cursed ratio there, I have to say. It's just sort of inverted the second digit. But yeah, Natter was the more suspicious, but it is Alex who was the mole. But he avoids detection once again. So the mole avoiding detection on all 3 runs of the game. And our final is going to be Natter versus Alex. It's Sotley. Thank you for playing. Not getting to the final this time, but I hope you've had a good time. And do stick around for the chaos banter of the final round. But for now, I'm afraid we have to put you in the dark. So I'm curious as to how these scores pan out. It is close. Natter on 150, Alex on 170. And it's time for the final. So, our remaining 2 players now go head-to-head in a battle of knowledge and wits. The player with the highest bank starts in control of the game, that's Alex, and will face up to 5 additional questions. The controlling player will have 5 options per question, the standard 4 answers, and an additional option of correct. Apologies that the typing doesn't go all the way to the end. I changed these meshes and didn't change the sound effects. If they are incorrect, the controlling player that is, then the control switches to their opponent. If they are correct, then their opponent will have to determine whether they answered fairly or not. If they so choose, the non-controlling player can accuse their opponent of taking a free answer. If the controlling player is rumbled, they lose the game immediately. If the controlling player is falsely accused, they win the game immediately. If no accusation is made after a correct answer, gameplay continues with the same player in control. Question 5 is reached. The accusing player will have to make a decision to accuse without seeing whether the controlling player was correct or not. After 5 questions, if no accusations have been made, the player in control wins the game. In the lobby game, players receive 20 points for a correct answer. In the event the controlling player is correct, players may also choose to accuse them of taking a free answer. If players make a correct accusation, they are rewarded 20 points in addition to the points they receive for a correct answer. But if they make a false accusation, they lose 20 points. So if you get the question wrong and then make a false accusation, you're going to end up on minus 20 points. So you can actually lose points here. If you get it right and make a false accusation, it rounds out at 0. If you get it right and make a correct accusation, you get 20. If you don't accuse, then there's no penalty if you don't accuse, but they were being dishonest. Hopefully that all makes some level of sense. Kegler Coach, welcome to the stream. And because you forgot Rule 2 of Fight Club, we're going to do turn to page 394 for the next question. Good luck. It's the final of the mole. Here we go then. Same categories, but we will change the order around and give it something of a difficulty curve. The categories are now chunk, flip, Roman figures, and payment. So chunk, in theory, is the easiest question. Payment is the hardest. Alex, you start in control, as you've got the highest bank. Natter, make sure you are still answering the questions, because you can still get pennies added to your total, which, of course, is a good thing. So answer even if you are not in control. And during this round, feel free to heckle and deride each other throughout at any point that you see fit. Alex, after I finish reading the question, that is. Alex, his first question. Spoken by an animal psychologist, they're all tame until they take a chunk out of you, is a line from which film? The Birds, Isle of Dogs, Planet of the Apes, Cujo. Planet of the Apes was the answer, and just 6% getting it right there. There's my turn to page 394 done. Come on, that is complete. Just 6%. Not many people getting this at all. This line is spoken by Julius, a colleague of Dr. Zira, who is a chimpanzee member of the planet's population, specializing in veterinary psychology of humans. Julius is warning Zira to be wary of their newly captured human, despite her claims that he's perfectly tame. So, first question, did Alex get this one right? He did not, so we don't need to do the accusation phase, and control passes over to Natter, and we move to question 2. On Flip. An unsuccessful raid known as Operation Flipper was carried out by British forces in November 1941 with the intention of capturing or killing which figure? Heinrich Himmler, Rudolf Hess, Joseph Goebbels, Erwin Rommel. In. Erwin Rommel was the answer. 22% of our audience game getting this. The objective of Operation Flipper was to capture or kill Erwin Rommel, the leader of Germany's Afrika Korps, and destroy his headquarters and other strategic locations in Libya. The operation was mostly unsuccessful. Poor weather prevented the full deployment of soldiers from landing on the beach, and all but 2 of them were killed or captured. Rommel himself had only ever visited the headquarters twice and never stayed overnight, but this was unknown to Allied intelligence. Did Natter get it right? He did not, so we forego the accusation phase, and control passes straight back to Alex as we move to question number 3 on Roman. Which of these are the traditional Roman counterpart to the traditional Sicilian arancini? Carciofi, Supli, Puntarella, Mariotozzo. Or Maritozzo, apologies. A lot of Italian coming up tonight. Suppli was the answer, 17% getting this one right in our audience game. Suppli are traditionally much smaller than arancini and oblong-shaped rather than round. They usually contain a piece of melted mozzarella at the centre and have a name meaning surprise in Italian. Carciofi, all alla romana, are herb-stuffed artichokes. The maritozzo is a brioche bun filled with sweetened cream, and puntarella is chicory served raw in a salad with garlic and anchovies. I'm really very hungry now. Did Alex get it right? He
I
did
knew
not.
what arancini were. I didn't know the round.
Same here. I've actually eaten arancini.
Nice.
Rice balls, isn't it?
Yeah, Italian rice balls.
Well, with 2 questions to go, your banks are yet to change, and control is passing back to Natter for question number 4 on figures. 1998's XO and 2000's Figure 8 were the final 2 albums released by which American singer-songwriter before his death? Joseph Arthur, Daniel Johnston, Elliott Smith, Jeff Buckley. Elliott Smith was the answer. 33% overall getting this one right. Daniel Johnston's final album was Space Ducks in 2012. Jeff Buckley's only full album was Grace in 1994. And Joseph Arthur's most recent album was Comeback World 2019. So, on question 4, did Natter get this one right? He did. So we go to the accusation phase. Alex, you have got the option to accuse Natter of taking a free answer, or if you think he got this off his own volition, then let the timer run out. A reminder, if you falsely accuse, Natter wins the game. If you call him out and he did get it dishonestly, then you, Alex, will win the game. 15 seconds, and audience decide whether Natter got this on his own or not, and that time starts now.
You know what? Why not?
Oh!
Oh my god!
Wasting any time at all, much like Natter not wasting any time on getting his answer in. An accusation has been made. The game is going to end here. Did Oni make a good accusation, or was it a bad accusation? That buzzer, though, that's a great buzzer, isn't it? We're about to find out. The winner of the last game of the mole. Is it Natter off his own back, or is it Oni off a good accusation? Let's find out. Natter, Did you get there on your own? You
No.
did not! You were rumbled. And Alex gets that extra 20 going into his bank there. Rumbled you is the line. And Alex is the winner. Natter's so close, but you couldn't resist that correct button.
I know, I had no idea who it was, so I had to just go for it. I was hoping that Alex would just gone for the idea, just going for the whole thing is saying of just moving on with it, but...
As Lupine is saying, has that ever happened before? I don't know that it has. I think that might be the first time, which is quite pleasing. Something for a future game, if and when this comes back in the future, might be, if you're going to cheat, to actually steer into it, because you can talk and say, oh, I actually know this one. Bang. Cheat. And then see how that plays into the dynamic. Oh, but Natter, you gave it a good go. I think, is that the furthest you've got, Natter? Because you've done a few games of this.
Yes, actually was the best I had. I actually got the second final at least. That's actually pretty great.
I'm sure you will take that. But Alex, you are a champion. You get your name up in lights on the leaderboard with 190.
The final question has so much potential for chicanery that
it does. So much chicanery on that last question, because of course, if you'd let that run down, it would have been Natter who would have had it, and you wouldn't have known whether he'd got it right. When it comes to the accusation phase.
Let's be honest, I was going to press the button regardless.
You're always going to press the button.
I want to press the button and get the nice noise.
It is a great noise. It is such a great noise. Well, Natter, commiserations, but a well-earned second place. You do get some pennies. And Alex, huge congratulations. You will get your name in lights on the leaderboard, which we'll go and take a look at in a minute. I will take this opportunity to thank very much Alex, Itsotley, Jogging, Natter, and Shadowmane for being such fabulous contestants in this game of the mole tonight. Thank you so much, all five of you. I hope you've had fun.
I knew I was going to sting you, Natter. I've been worrying all day, and finally I got you when it was at the very end.
I am going to allow you... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say it's been a fun night.
It's been most fun. Most fun this game.
It doesn't surprise me at all that Alex is good at this game. It really doesn't surprise me.
Well, whose font is it at the bottom? It's got my blood in it.
I am going to let you guys continue to scrum out this conversation in the green room, or possibly in the broadcast studio if you like, but probably move to the green room because then your avatars will be gone from the screen. Thank you very much for playing. I hope to see you in the abyss in just a few minutes' time. Take care, guys. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
What a great game. Lovely, lovely game of the mole there, but it's Alex who comes out on top and gets his name in lights. Can I thank Shapes for a lovely pack? And Shapes, I will let you decide if you want to put that question into the discussion section of the Discord, that final question that we didn't get to see. I will leave that decision with you. You might want to pop it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, why not come and join us right there? Before we go, we've got to see what our final scores are in the audience game. Let's take a look at them. Our final scores. King Toppy finishing on 10, Lingo on 50, Podo on 80, ABME on 90, Puzzle Dan on 90, Shadowmane on 90, Stilgar on 90, Simpsons Angle on 90. A lot of 90s in here. Agru on 100, Fets on 100, Otley on 110, Colo 130, Jogging 130, Silent Marine 130. And our top six tonight, Kamikaze 150, Inca 160, Darkroom 170, Mark 170, Alex 190, but it's Ralph who takes the gold medal on 210, a shared bronze medal. No, because you don't get bronze medals if you're in the hot seat. Onto our champions leaderboard, there's Mark on 100 and Shapes on 150, Mark 160, a run 180, Oni getting third place 190, Prugs 260, but Shapes reigns supreme with 280. And that is going to be it for the mole. GG's to Ralph. You'll get a gold medal. I think Inca gets the bronze because I don't think hot seat players are eligible for medals in this game or they might be. I genuinely can't remember. And that's probably why I haven't color-coded the names. I can't remember. But hey, thank you very much to Shapes, and thanks to Samster as well for taking the time to proof it. Really, really lovely pack there. Great fun, and it's always nice to come to questions for the first time. I put my proper reading voice on. I'm going to go get myself another glass of Schlur, check in on the dogs, make sure they're all okay. I'm also going to add some of these pennies on, and I'm going to play some adverts, but if you're subscribed, you won't see them. If you are subscribed, if you're not subscribed, though, don't worry, we won't start the next game without you, which is the last game of the season, and it's going to be The Abyss by Ramsey Fox, proofed by Colo. Very many thanks to both of those. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes' time. Don't forget penny prize draw at the end of the night, so cash in your micro pennies if you would like me to turn them into pennies. You have got until the end of the Abyss to do that, and then the leaderboard gets reset going into season 11. Thanks again to Shapes and to Samster. Thank you to my hot seat contestants. Very many congratulations to Alex, tonight's mole champion. Welcome Ramsey Fox to the stream. Just in time to see your question pack in action. If you would like some mole bonus pennies, there they are for you now. Oh, mole 12, not being very generous. I'll cash in those pennies at the end of the break. Some adverts about to come your way if you're not subbed, but we won't start the next game without you. I'm going to get yourself a drink. Go stretch your legs and get yourself another drink or freshen up if you need to. But don't touch that dial because we'll be back with The Abyss to wrap up Season 10 very shortly. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the second part of this evening's game night and the final game of Season 10, which is The Abyss. David, my dude, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. It's in time for the final game of the season. And cashed in all the micro pennies. There, you have still got a bit of chance if you've got some micro pennies kicking about and you want some chances to win in the penny prize draw, which might be a few minutes just after the game while I set that up, because I've got to update the prizes, I think. A message from our sponsor, Silent Marine.
Ending the season in darkness, are we?
You know it. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Silent Marine. Yeah, The Abyss proved to be one of the most popular games on the survey I sent out. So The Abyss has actually got more featured shows next season, and it's also in the first episode of the season, along with the return of Risky Business. So mark your diaries now, Saturday the 3rd of June at 8 p.m. BST, we will be opening season 11 with the Buzz-Off playoffs, the return of Risky Business, and The Abyss. But if you want to play The Abyss tonight, it is a pack by Ramsey Fox. It's been proofed by Colo, and if you want to play, type in the code. Oh, actually don't type in the code because I've got an argument out of range exception. Hang on. Don't type in the code because it won't do anything. Why is my argument out of range? Enjoying, yes, I'm loving Visual Studio, but I ooh, hello. It's just a Twitch sneeze. My bot didn't connect to the chat. We'll try that again. Go on, player name. You got this. Oh, we're having the credits, the titles again. This is Twitch, David. Twitch, because it's broadly typey, and typey is better in. If it's broadly typey, I think we've established it's probably better in Twitch. Someone set us up the bong. Yeah, my monitor stream is being a bit juddery. Let's not save that. I'm not going to focus on that screen. My OBS is being fine. Let's try that again. Hopefully the bot is connected this time. It has. Excellent. FGXV. Come join. Yeah, my frame rate's a bit chuggy on my monitor, but my OBS is fine. We're adjacent. You're back again. The Abyss is normally easier to catch them because the questions are very, very short. I'm just having a quick look now, just in case I do need to reload it. No, it's all fine. All looks good. Plus, this uses 5 different JSONs for it, so it wouldn't. Well, it would still fuck the game completely because it's an entirely self-running game. So if that's yeah, if this one stops, then we've got a problem. Hello, Bash. Welcome to the game. Thank you for joining me for the final hurrah of Season 10. Hope you're well, my dude. Sorry I haven't been around much lately. So I was in Wales Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, and it's just hotel Wi-Fi being what it is. It's shocking. Actually, I ended up 2 IRL pub quizzes on Wednesday and Thursday night. Wednesday, we came second out of 6. Which was nice. We've won that a few times, and they give you a healthy barter. We've been asked about £200. You know, but yeah, it's a thing. It's very much a thing. So so if I'm a bit more absent from Discord and things at the moment, more broadly everybody, then it's just life doing life things. But yeah, we came second out of 6, so we've got about £200 bar tab amassed over several weeks. And then we went to a Star Wars themed quiz for May the 4th. There were just 3 of us, and when we go to our normal pub quizzes, I'm normally fairly strong. Of the 3 of us, I was probably I was the 3rd wheel in terms of knowledge, because it was a really tough Star Wars quiz. To be fair, it was a good Star Wars quiz because some of them were a little bit much like hyper nerdy. But there were you don't go to a Star Wars themed quiz and expect, in what year was A New Hope first released. You expect, decent substance questions, and we came second in that one as well, with just 3 of us out of about 11 or 12 teams. So that was quite gratifying. The winning team were called the Pissed Padawans, which was quite nice. Yeah, hyper nerds in the Star Wars. Yeah, who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? I've got a message, which is. Oh, it's for John. That's very funny. Right. Hello, Paulister. Welcome on in. Just in time for the last game of the season. Hello, hello, hello. Great to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. Right, another 30 seconds or so, and then this game will begin. You can join at any time. There is any time entry on this game. If you do need to join late for whatever reason. With Frodo and William Shatner, that's the one, it's Sotley.
Duh.
Obviously. Also.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
I need a ding-ding bell at that point. Last minute Star... Oh, no, Star Wars is great. Right. I've got 2 more button presses, and then I don't need to press anything till the final. Nice, easy finale for me. I just read. Don't believe it, so I can assure you it does exist. This is the way. Oh, speaking of This is the Way, Topper, one of my other t-shirts, which I didn't model earlier on. See what you've done, Topper. You've made me go to the other screen now. Da 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 da. I got one for Dylan as well. It's a surprise for him. Da 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 da. This is the way. Yeah, how good is that? You don't get it, Samsa, you nerd. It's what the Mandalorians say. Oh, I've got one, and I've got one for Dylan as well. I think these are on QWERTY. Well, see, QWERTY, they're available for like a day. I've got another This Is the Way one on the way. They're available for a day, and then they're not anymore, or it might be 48 hours now. This is the very nice. But yeah, some of them they keep in the store, sort of slightly longer term. So QWERTY, QWERTEE.com. Check it out. Right, let's get this game underway. We've got quite a few of you in. And it's packed by Ramsey Fox, proof by Colo. 27 of you, I think, if there's 25 either side, which I think is how it works. You are the danger. That's a Breaking Bad reference, Samster. So here's how to play. Attempt to answer up to 40 questions by whispering the answers to Persephone's Twitter. Use crossword clues to assist you as spelling matters. After the 5th question, 9 players will be selected to join the Abyss Arena, with players who perform better given a higher chance. If players in the Abyss Arena answer a question incorrectly or abstain, they lose a life and drop a level. After the 3rd incorrect answer or abstention, they drop into the Abyss and are out of the game. Player from the wings will be selected to replace them, with players who perform better on the previous 5 questions given a higher chance. So the total of the previous 5 questions that you have answered, that total is effectively your lottery tickets into getting into the middle. You can come back for a second attempt, and often a good thing to do in this game is get in when there's like 10 questions to go, so you don't have to survive for quite as long. But if you do drop early, you can come back in. Arena players earn an extra life up to a maximum of 3 after successfully answering 5 consecutive questions. After question 40, the players in the Abyss Arena progress to the final. Good luck. Thank you to Ramsey again for this pack, and to Cola for proofing it. Have fun. Let's play. So we've got 5 different categories, and I will try and give you an overview of them as we go. Starting with Olympic hosts, home to Fiat and the Holly Shroud 2006. 5 letters. In this round, facts about Olympic host cities with years hosted included. Turin is what we wanted there. Turin. Turin. So all of those will be questions relating to Olympic host cities. Is this the same language? Unoccupied land used by children for games, especially baseball. 32% UK, 95% US. 7 letters. It's an interesting round, this one. You will be shown words well known in either the UK or US, that's Sandlot. Words well known in either the UK or the US, but not both, with percentages of surveyed residents of each country who knew. The Oscars, Oscar 1 and Oscar 2, King of Blank and Norway, 6 letters. This is the Oscars, people, places, or things called Oscar. I think it's Sweden. It is indeed Sweden. Sweden and Norway. 2 more before we go into the first arena pool. Animals, in other words, 2 strokes under par on a golf hole. 5 letters. This is homonyms of animals, identical spelling and pronunciation, not homophones, like, for example, bear, B-E-A-R, and bear, B-A-R-E. So homonyms. Eagle is what we wanted on that one. E-A-G-L-E. Homonyms of animals. And one more category to reveal, which is grab bag. Sauerkraut vegetable, 7 letters. Answers contain the letter sequence B-A-G. The letters B-A-G will feature in all the answers in this category. I won't give you those categories again, but those are the 5 categories you're going to be answering over the course of the game. Cabbage is what we wanted. Almost a perfect board. Let's bring some players into the Abyss Arena. Starting with Mark, scoring 4 in that opening round. Welcome in. And Toot, also scoring 4. Welcome on in. Kegler scoring 3. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. Fired. First player in with a perfect 5. Only 2 of those, Apodo being the other one. Fernando's in with a score of 4. Samster comes to join us, breaking all the rules. It is a finale, I suppose, with 3. Tadaru's in with 3 as well. Dragon comes in with 3. And our final first draw is Oni with 4. Remember, if you've got any points in the last 5, you have a chance of getting in, but the more you've got, the more chance you have. On to the Oscars. NBC sitcom featuring Oscar Nunez playing recurring accountant character Oscar Martinez. 3 and 6. And it is The Office. Or The Office. Full sea of green in the Abyss Arena. Well played there. You won't get a repeated category, so you've seen 5 different ones in this opening round, incidentally. Olympic hosts, capital of Queensland, 2032, 8 letters. So after an Olympic host city, reminder for this one, 8 letters, it's the capital of Queensland. And yes, we won't see Olympic hosts until at least there's 30 questions left. Brisbane was the answer. Ooh, only Mark on the end's getting it right, everyone else dropping a level. Animals, in other words, work your way out of a situation or obligation, 6 letters. What is a monkey? Weasel, of course it's Weasel. Of course it's Weasel. Kegler and Samster losing a life, 1 above the abyss floor and being thrown out of the game. With a chance to come back, of course. Grab bag, capital of Iraq, 7 letters. What's your spelling? Spelling does matter. And remember, grab bag, it will contain the letter sequence BAG. Baghdad, with the H in the middle. Kegler coach, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. We'll replace you with Stimson's Angle. Welcome to the Abyss Arena. On we go. Is this the same language? To rappel or descend a rock face using a rope. 89% of UK surveyed knew this. Only 14% of US surveyed knew this. 6 letters. That's Abseil, A-B-S-E-I-L. Fired Star and Dragon losing a life. Are they all American? Possibly. You might see a lot of Atlantic diversion on that question. Is this the same language into the next set? Generalized term for erasing or correcting from a name brand of correction fluid. 91% of the UK know this, only 7% of the US. 6 letters. It's Tipex, T-I-P-P-E-X, and Dragon Fired into Daru. You have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. We welcome Kamikaze in. And Shapes, Kamikaze on 5, Shapes is on 10. Currently joint leader. And Apodo, one of our early leaders, currently on 8. 29 questions to go. The Oscars, Oscar de la Hoya's Sport, 6 letters. Boxing! Stimson losing a life on that one. Late answer, probably just typing something furiously at the end there. 2 and Fernando, that is 5 right in a row. You've earned yourself an extra life. You're back up to the top flight. Well played. 10 points each. Moving on. Olympic hosts at the time in Yugoslavia, now the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. 1984 Olympic host, 8 letters long. It'll be Sarajevo, and Stimson's Angle, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Samster, that's 5 right in a row, making up some lost ground. You're back up to the middle flight. Well played, currently on 9 points. Lupine, welcome to the Abyss Arena, replacing Stimson's Angle there, currently on 12, joint leader. Animals, in other words, to eat greedily, 4 letters. I know this one. To wolf it down. Kamikaze and Fernando losing a life on that one. Or hungry like the wolf also works. It's a grab bag, North American name for the root vegetable, also called a swede. 8 letters. I don't know this. Well, I should know this. Rutabaga. I didn't know that. I've heard the word. Kamikaze, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. Ines, welcome to the Abyss Arena, currently on 13 points. Moving on, 25 questions to go. Animals, in other words, a spy or double agent, 4 letters. Anyone who doesn't get this one. Can I invoke? I literally just told you. It's a mole! See you green in the Abyss Arena, well played. On we go. It's a grab bag. Trash, rubbish, refuse, 7 letters. It will contain the letters B-A-G. That would be garbage. Shapes losing a life, 1 above the arena floor. Dude's got another 5 right in a row, but he's already at the top flight, so he just stays there and it resets his counter. Olympic host, first city to host 3 times, 1908, 1948, and 2012, 6 letters. It's Landon, mate. Porto Nuevo, you've lost a life, 1 above the arena floor there. Still going for now. Samster, that's another 5 right in a row, that's an extra life, and you're back up to the top flight. Well played. It's the Oscars. Oscar the Grouch's Road of Residence, 6 and 6. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Nando, 5 right in a row, back up to the top flight, currently on 16 points, well played. A lot of players on the top flight here. Shapes Napodo on the bottom rung, and everyone else at the top. Is this the same language, lottery, where things are drawn from a revolving drum, or the drum itself? 97% of UK surveyed knew this. Only 17% of US members surveyed knew this word. It is a tombola, and a Podo, you have dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game, but thank you for playing. A couple of players resetting, and Topper joins us in the Abyss Arena, currently on 11. Welcome on in. The grab bag, donut-shaped bread roll, 5 letters. And tasty they are. It's a bagel. Sea green in the Abyss Arena. Very nice, very nice. Bagel. Yeah, bagel. That works too. On to the Oscars. Irish poet and playwright Oscar Blank. 5 letters. I believe that is Mr. Wilde. Oscar Wilde. Topper losing a life there. Dropping down to the middle level. And Shapes, 5 right in a row. You're back up to the middle level. Well played. Currently on 19. Lots of very close scores here in the Abyss Arena. Moving on. Is this the same language? Meat wrapped in Mexican cornmeal dough and steamed in a corn husk. 32% of UK people surveyed knew this. 91% of US. 6 letters. It's a tamale or a tamale. Nando, Samster, Shapes and Topper, all British, all losing a life on that one. Swings both ways, that category, I guess. Animals, in other words. Sports implement for hitting a ball. 3 letters. Yeah, blind as a bat. Almost getting a full sea of green, just puzzled down denying us there. A bat is what we wanted. Tamale. Thank you, Stilgar, for the pronunciation there. Olympic hosts, 4th most populous francophone city, 1976, 8 letters. Montreal. Topper, you have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. Samsung Shapes poised above the abyss floor. Puzzle Dan, welcome on into the Abyss Arena, currently on 9. Let's go on. Grab bag, card game where you score points for combinations of cards totaling 15. 8 letters. Oh, I do know this one. That would be cribbage. Sea green in the Abyss Arena, nice to see. No lives going out. Still Samster and Shapes poised above the abyss floor. Here's another. It's the Oscars. Oscars odd couple roommate. 5 letters. We've got a bit of a stinger of a question. Not a huge number of answers coming in. It's Felix. And a lot of lives being lost there, including Shapes, who has dropped into the abyss and is out of the game. But thank you for playing. Simpsons Angle comes back for another go, currently on 14 points. Let's go on. 13 questions remain. Animals, in other words. Fool around or tamper with. 6 letters. That's monkey. I was thinking fiddle, but that's not an animal. Nando, Samsty, you've dropped into the abyss. You're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Bash, welcome on into the Abyss Arena, currently on 13. And Topper, welcome back for another go, currently on 14. Is this the same language? Ballpoint pen. 99% of UK surveyed knew this. Only 16% of the US knew this one, though. It's Biro, or Biro, Laszlo Biro, the Hungarian who invented the ballpoint pen. Puzzle Dan, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thanks for playing. Fire comes to join us, currently on 23 points. Let's go on. Olympic Hosts, home to the surprisingly short Christ the Redeemer 2016. 3 or 327. Bit of a clue in the clues there. If it were me, I'd probably just go for the 3. That'd be Rio, also accepted Rio de Janeiro. Ash and Fire losing a life on that one. It's a grab bag. Channel 4 game show hosted by Craig Charles. 9 letters. Probably say former Channel 4 game show hosted by Craig Charles. In before Topper gets this one wrong. It's Moneybags. Fired and Simpsons Angle losing a life. There they are. There's all the bags in the chat. The Oscars. NATO alphabet word immediately before Oscar. 8 letters. 9 questions left, including this one. It's a good time to get in. Not a good time to only have 1 life left. It's November, the month before December. Simpsons Angle losing life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players are just above the abyss floor at the moment. No extra lives going out there. A few possibly due on this question. Olympic hosts, home to the Gateway Arch, as well as this pack's author. 1904, 55 or 25. Gateway Arch. St. Louis, or possibly St. Louis. Simpsons Angle, you've dropped into the abyss and you are out of the game. Thank you for playing. There's some extra lives. 2, Lupine, Innis, and Oni all getting themselves an extra life, giving themselves a bit of breathing room. So we've got Ash and Fired, 1 above the abyss floor, and Kamikaze coming in at a good time with just 7 questions to go. Let's go on. Is this the same language? Small Japanese charcoal grill. Only 26% of UK surveyed knew this. 90% of US respondents did. It's got 7 letters. Small Japanese charcoal grill. That's a hibachi. Bash, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. On a Japan question as well. Thank you for playing. Kegler, welcome back in. Good time to get in. 17 points into the abyss arena. Animals, in other words, harass or annoy persistently. 6 letters. That would be to Badger. Kegler coach losing a life there. Mushroom, mushroom. Oh, your rock answers have been food and drink, really, David. Nice. And the other animals question, last one of the main game. To quickly lower your head, 4 letters. What is this? Oh, it's duck, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Duck. Oh, yes. Indeed. Fired, there's an extra life for you. Back up to the middle flight. Comfortable position. Still got to get through 4 questions. 3 players on the bottom rung. Lupine, Innis, and Topper. Is this the same language? Hawaiian party or feast? 4 letters. 26% of UK people knew this. 83% of US. And the spelling will count. It's a luau. Topper, you've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game, but thank you for playing. Who's going to replace him? It's Shapes. You need 1 out of 3 Shapes to guarantee a place in the final. Currently on 30 points. Olympic host, most popular city in Hokkaido and Japan's oldest brand of beer. 1972. They hosted the Olympics. 7 letters. That would be Sapporo. 2, Kegler and Fired losing a life. We've got 2 questions left and 4 players poised above the abyss floor. Oni's back up to the top flight, guaranteed into the final, as is Kamikaze, Shapes, and Mark. 2 could still drop, as could any of the 4 players on the bottom rung. The Oscars, American meat company behind the Wienermobile, or the Wienermobile possibly. Oscar Blank, 5 letters. Oh, it's Mayor, and we've dropped 3. Lupine, Fired, and Innis. You've dropped into the abyss with 1 question to go, and you're out the game. David with coming in clutch into the final with 31. Bash back in with a second chance into the final. And Natter coming in with 19. Well done, you 3. RNG favouring you. Into the final you go. Final question of the main game is a grab bag. Trinidad's Island Partner with 6 letters. Kegler and Toot could still drop at this point. Everyone else is safely through to the final. I'm hoping most of us got Tobago. Natter losing a life on that one, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be reinstated anyway. That is the end of 40 questions. And after 40 questions, it is time for the final. Let's rejuvenate you all back up to the top. I just want to bet with myself. I thought the first 2 columns are not going to be emptied. Out on a spelling error. Oh, my dude. That sucks. The final of the season final. It is indeed. I just want to bet myself. I said Mark and 2 going in on the first 2 columns. I said those 2 columns aren't going to empty the whole game. And Mark indeed just dropping a single point. I think it might have been the first question actually, Mark. Very well played. And Toot as well, 35, managing to persist in your column for the entire game. I think Oni might have done as well. Sorry, I hadn't made the bet with you Oni at that point. I saw the first 2 and then I stopped counting and I had just clocked that you have also been there the entire time. Evening, Matt. Welcome to the stream. No, full credit to Odie as well, also managing to hold on to his podium the entire time. So, here's some rules for the final. He persisted with his column. Yes, he did. I have spoken. The 9 finalists have had their lives refreshed. Further extra lives will not be awarded in the final. Up to 10 questions will be displayed with your answer to Persephone's Twitch bot. If arena players drop into the abyss, they are permanently out of the game and will not be replaced. Winner is the last player standing. If after 10 questions no winner has emerged, the winner will be the player with the most lives left. In the event of a tie, the player with the highest score is the winner. So we go down to last man standing, or last player standing. Then we go to height in the arena, and then we go finally as the final tiebreak metric to scores. We've never had a full tie in this game. I think it's possible. I think I coded that path. But I guess we'll find out. Good spread of scores in the final. Categories will be the same, however, you won't necessarily get 5 of one or 5 of each of them before they're repeated. You might have 2 consecutive questions right at the front. They're a little harder to make it a bit more interesting. Let's see what happens. Good luck to you all. Final potential 10 questions of Game Night Season 10, starting with a grab bag, a non-resident or new resident who seeks private gain from an area by meddling in its business or politics. 12 letters. Will contain the letter sequence BAG. That's a carpetbagger. David, Ash, Natter, and Oni losing a life. 9 to go. Olympic hosts, northernmost city to ever host the Olympics. It was in 1994. It's got 11 letters in its name. Lillehammer is the answer to that one. Tricky one. Ash, Kegler, and Natter losing a life. Still 4 players on the top flight. Animals, in other words, derived unit of mass for 32.2 pounds of weight. 4 letters. That's a slug. Everyone getting that one wrong, apart from Innis in the wings. And we've lost Ash and Natter. You've dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Is this the same language? U-shaped, highly seasoned Polish sausage. 24% of the UK residents knew this, but only a massive 84% of US ones did. 8 letters. So Kielbasa, Kegler, and David, you have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thank you for playing. Now the grab bag, antiquated term for mild to severe pain in the lower back. 7 letters. It's lumbago, kamikaze, you have dropped into the abyss and you're out of the game. Thank you for playing. 4 remain. Is this the same language? To accept an offer on a property, then sell to a higher bid or raise the price at the last minute. 82% of people in the UK have come across this, only 5% in the US. It is Gazump, and only you have dropped into the abyss and you're out the game. Thank you for playing. 4 questions to go. All the players on the middle flight, advantage mark with 44. Olympic host, situated in the Valley of Mont Blanc, host of the first ever Winter Olympics, 1924, 8 letters. Chamonix, or Chamonix, possibly. It's my original thought for the Francophone City earlier. It comes back around. All still on the middle flight, 3 to go. The Oscars, Oscar Niemeyer's South American planned city. 8 letters. Is it Niemeyer? 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 Unsure of the pronunciation. It's Brasilia. No change, 46, 42, 39. 2 to go. Animals, in other words, find and bring to light by searching. 6 letters. Some kind of discovery, isn't it? It's ferret. F-E-R-R-E-T. Tootin' Shapes have lost a life, which means this is going to be Mark's game, and the final question is academic because he's got the highest score even if he loses a life and they both get it wrong. But for Shiggles, Oscar Gutierrez's WWE ring name, 38 or 382. Can you survive the eternal fall? None of you can. It's Rey Mysterio. Shapes and Toot, you've dropped into the abyss, and we've got a perfect game of the abyss. All 50 questions asked, and the winner is Mark. What a performance there. 47 out of 50, dropping just 3 questions, 2 of them in the final, and the very first question of the game. A very well-deserved final victory of the season to Mark_E54. Very, very well played. And it's lovely to see that. That's what I've come pretty close to a perfect Abyss pack. Because we got through all 50 questions, we got left with exactly 1 player who had exactly 1 life left. Very well played. And I think between you, you did answer all the questions. Between you, because there was that one that only Innes got. And there were a couple of people who got 5 at the beginning, so I feel sure between you, I think you probably did get all of the questions correct. So that's a sign of a very well-written pack indeed. Thank you very much to Ramsey for your effort on that, and as well to Colo for proofing. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I do like this game. It is a good game. It is good. It is good fun. And I like the circulation that most people get to get a chance in the Abyss Arena. Apologies if you didn't get your moment in the arena this time round. But the Abyss will be back for the Season 11 opener on the 3rd of June. Lewis wants 500 pennies. Goodness me. Well, you must have them. Last chance to cash in your micro pennies before the penny prize draw for Season 10. Let's mark Lewis as complete. G. Eisens wants 500 pennies. G. Eisens award 500 pennies. There you go. So, we'll be coming back with the penny prize draw in just a few minutes' time. I might need a second just to figure it all out. Because I might have to update the prizes. I can't remember what the prizes were. They might be the same as last season. I kind of want to do some QWERTY vouchers since I'm basically sponsoring them at the moment. I'm not, as in modelling a lot of their stuff. Do QWERTY do vouchers? Hello, TJ. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Shop. Stickers. Win free teas. Loyalty card. Help. Tea. Today's tea. Prints. Vote. Stickers. Doesn't look like they do. Do QWERTY do vouchers? Oh, apparently they do. QWERTY's website, they have updated their gift cards policy since then. Huh. Your gift card to be worth. Oh, cool. They do. Will only be usable when shipped to the UK. If you want to ship to other countries, please click here. Okay, cool. Apparently QWERTY do vouchers, so I'm going to give you, how much are they normally? Are they 13 quid? 11 quid? 11 euros? Well, depending on your country of residence, if you win it. Oh, these are so good. I might have to get a couple of these. Here's the current QWERTY shirts, by the way. Go check them out, because they're really good. I like that Mario one. I might have voted for that, actually. The Friendship Destroyer as well, the blue shell shirt. They're so good. I'll give you a voucher to spend at QWERTY. We'll put some QWERTY vouchers in there, enough to get yourself at least one shirt. You might have to cover postage. I could make it 15, probably. Let me just see how this works. Let me just log in a minute to my account. Do I use Persephone's chair for this? I do, I think. Let's take a look. Save. No, I don't want to link that. I have 2 Persephone's chair things. Accounts. Chrome accounts. Gift cards are emailed to you right after you complete your purchase, so they're a perfect last-minute gift. Great. QWERTY. We're going to do QWERTY shirts this time, which is nice. I'll probably make them £11. How much are they? Let's just look in the tea shop. I think I just went and did this. I need to put it back to UK, actually. Shit. Delivery from £3.50. Change currency. There we go. UK. It looks like it does UK, US, and Europe. So £13 looks to be... Okay, I'll do your QWERTY voucher for 15 quid, which will go some way towards postage as well. Might have to put a little bit in yourself. So £15 QWERTY vouchers. Tea Turtle. I don't know Tea Turtle. I'm going to have to look them up. But I will do that in my own time. So QWERTY vouchers are going to be on the cards. And yet... Oh, Yeetie. There's another one I've got to look up. Okay. Lots of things for me to look up. I'll get the build ready for the draw. So last chance to cash in some micro pennies into pennies, and then it's just a bit of a lottery. For every penny that you've got, it's a lottery ticket in the draw. And we'll see what happens. We're going to add on the pennies for this game. Thank you again to Ramsey for a lovely final pack of the season, and to Colo for sitting the game out to proof it. And very well done to Mark. You have survived the abyss. Got to let that last note of Evelyn Gillenny's excellent soundtrack for The Abyss peel out. And there it goes. Right, data has been written to the drive. Last penny bonus is going to be an Abyss bonus. And let's just go all in here and give you 100 pennies for it. 100, Abyss 100 if you want 100 pennies. Last chance to cash in some micro pennies. Let's pop that into the used folder. Let me go to just Cam for a moment. In fact, I've got the build open. I have got the build open. Excellent. Right. Let me have a look on the draw page. Just see what's going on there. Persephone's chair buttons are still there. Right, let me just change some of this text because it's not... the rest of it is as was. But I'm changing Spreadshirt to price name. Oh god, where is it? It's price 3? Who programmed this? This is awful. Quality voucher. And price name 15. Oh, there's a dog downstairs. Let me just go get a logo real quick. So it's all updated and looks like it should. Be quiet, Hermione. Images. And there's no square ones there. Let's just get the robot. Like the robot, the mascot. Avatar Grey. Let's pop that into... I'll just put it in downloads and we'll whiz it over into my textures folder. In downloads, there we go, Avatar Grey. We'll rename that QWERTY, and save and close. Incidentally, if anyone really wants a Persephone's Chair t-shirt, I will sub it out for a £15 Spreadshirt voucher. Prize mask, prize pick, and prize 3, prize mask, prize pick, and we'll replace that with QWERTY. Bidding. Cool. Okay, let's get this underway. Draw page. Do it for time. It's only 10:30. Let's close that. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. And let's stop that bonus. 36 of you claiming the last 100 pennies of the season. And are there any more claimants of the micro pennies? There are not. So I think it is time for the penny prize draw. And some fabulous prizes up for grabs. If you are so inclined to claim one, if you have got enough pennies. And let me put to Game with Cam. Put myself back on there. There we go. So I can tell you that apparently 303,783 tickets have been assigned to players in the game, given to 57 players, because there is a lower cutoff. I think is it 1,000 pennies? Is it 500 pennies? There might be 1,000 pennies. So you've got to have at least 1,000 pennies to be into the draw. I think it sort of makes sense to have a lower cutoff, because RNG is RNG. This won't be fully up to date, but I should be able to roughly work it out. It looks like it's around 1,000, but it is updated live from the data as of today. So if you're on just looking, Lingo's on 978, for example. If he's got some pennies today, he would have been ticked over the line into the 1,000. So got to have a cutoff somewhere, because if looking down all the list, there's Panda's got 2 pennies this season. Panda should be ineligible for a prize, but there's a few with like 10 and 18 and a few here and there. So I think having a lower limit, just for transparency, there is a lower limit. But it looks like, unless there's been a massive change at the end of the season, Shapes is the penny leader for the season. Hello, Proogs, just in time for the prize draw. Welcome on in. And you've missed the Abyss and the Mole and Crossfire, but time for the prize draw. Best of luck to you all. The more pennies you've got, the more chance you have of winning. I'll ping you in the Discord if you're not immediately here in the chat. You will still get a prize if the draw picks you, but you'll get what's left, basically. So, season 10 prize draw. I've updated the subtitles this time. Let's go to the draw. There we are. And those are the prizes up for grabs tonight. £10 Steam voucher, £10 Amazon voucher, £15 QWERTY voucher. I am happy to sub that for a Spreadshirt voucher if you really want a Persephone's Chair merch, because you can't get them from QWERTY. Persephone's Chair button, which I hope I've still got my bag of. I'll have to go. I think they're probably gone down the back of my chest of drawers. I'll go and find them. If not, I'll have to order some more. A month of Discord Nitro is the other prize, and there's 2 of each of those up for grabs. As a little thank you to lovely people for coming back week in, week out and playing trivia with me. This all just comes out of the subscription money fund, which is just sitting in my PayPal account at the moment. So I'm fairly sure there's money in there. Prizes normally end up clocking in around about £100. So that's about a month's worth. So it feels like a fair giving back to the community. So time for the draw. Enough yakety yak. Let's pick our first prize winner this season. Matt the Sprat. How many pennies did Matt the Sprat get this season? He finished, according, not the most up-to-date data, but as of... I'm still seeing Matt tonight, but as of the start of this stream, Matt was 20th with 5,575 pennies. I will ping him in the Discord and see if he's about. Matt the Sprat, you've won a prize. Come to stream if you would like to claim it. I beat you to it, school. But thank you all the same. School's gone in general chat. Okay, appreciate that, School. There he is, Matt the Sprat. Come to the stream. Come and claim your prize. You have to claim it in the Twitch chat, if possible, unless it's impossible for you to do that. You probably can't hear me because you're not here. Just come and say hi in the Twitch chat if you can. Have to claim in chat if you can. Just because so I can come and say hello to you and we can all say hi to you. Put your head in chat for 2 seconds, as Score is saying. Don't have to come into microphone or anything, but it's just nice to say hello. Not you. No, not you, Matt the Ref. Different Matt. Matt the Sprout, welcome to the stream. Hello, my dude. Hope you're well. You've won a prize. Penny prize draw. You finished in 20th as of the start of the stream, not including today, so it might be a little lower than that, but 5,500 pennies is what you've earned over the course of the season, and your name has been drawn out. An Amazon voucher. Absolutely, we will give you an Amazon voucher. I will be in touch with you... might be tomorrow, might be Monday. The next couple of days, I've got a piano recital tomorrow night, so the next couple of days is still a bit busy. But I will be in touch very soon to arrange a £10 Amazon voucher going your way. Yeah, getting first RNG for you. Well, congratulations, Matt. Do enjoy your voucher. I will get that to you in due course. Let's go on. Our next prize winner. Like a normal recital, but quiet. Very much, David. Shapes! Man of Shapes from House of Shapes. Go on, Shapes. You've won your Senna prize. What would you like? We like the Shapes. Shoops. We like Shoops. The other Amazon voucher, by all means, sir. Let's find it. £10 Amazon voucher. There we go. And there's the Amazon vouchers all gone and accounted for. Shapes, I'll be in touch with you in the next couple of days to arrange winging that over to you. It'll be by email. So both of those will be by email, so you'll have to let me have your email addresses. If you're going to have a Persephone's chair button, you'll have to let me have your mailing address. I'll cover the postage and everything, so don't worry about that. But... yes, you will need to let me have your email address. Obviously, I won't. Oh yeah, we've got birds. What are birds now? There we go. You can use that if you're subbed. You can have there's a new emote courtesy of Shapes there. There we go. That's the Amazon vouchers accounted for. Let's pick our next prize winner. Jack! Jackus of Wilfridus, are you here? I don't think I've seen him tonight. Oh, he's here now! Suddenly, mysteriously, he's been lurking all night, and he emerges. Have you been here all night? Just sort of on lurk mode in the background. And yes, that's why you're not in voice chat. Oh, you're just tuned in. Hello, Jack. Yeah, in voice chat. Yeah, peer pressure. I got peer pressured into going to a bar last night. I didn't almost miss the last one. It wasn't peer pressure. It was peer pressure a little bit. So I've come for one drink. I was like, oh, all right. What are you going for, Jack? Jack's already got a button. He won one on the last draw, I think. Beer pressure. I've got my soundboard. Where's my soundboard? There it is. A Discord Nitro for Jack. I will sort that out in due course, Mr. Jack. 1 month Discord Nitro. Oh, you're over there on the right-hand side. There you go. Boo. No, Jack's already got a button. I gave it to him at Q&L, I think. So, buttons are still there. I need to refresh the one that's on my cardi at the moment. I think it's gone through the wash too many times. QWERTY vouchers still up there. Still both Steam vouchers and another month of Discord Nitro. Let's have our next prize winner. No, you can't cash it in now, Samson. It's too late. I did say you've got until the end of the abyss. And I did do a last call. Can't cash any more in now. I'll return it to you. So you got them ready for next season. Yeah, because it's already pulled the data in. So I think it's actually already picked all 10 of the winners. I get to do a highlight. Very good. Let's have a next prize winner. Zeusless, my darling. Zeus finishing 8th as of the start of this stream with 8,900 pennies. Jack, incidentally, finishing 17th. 6277, and Shapes, as of the start of the stream, was top 13,955. It's RNG, Sams. I can't be rigged. It's literally RNG. And, you know, I'm just going to say it, Sams. Zeus has got 8,900 pennies. For example, in 25th place, there's someone called Samster who's got 5,218. So Zeus has got more pennies. It's just how it goes. He is statistically more likely to win. That is how mathematics works. If in doubt, ask it softly. Zeus, you're here. Lawyered. Yeah, you've been lawyered. Yes, can somebody run Samster under the hot tap? Under the cold tap, please? Shit, that was a funny joke and I just fucked it up. Somebody run Samster under the cold tap, please. No, it is rigged. It's not rigged. Stop saying it's rigged. you bought Burnhill. Yeah, Professor Hoax here, he's in Burnhill. Oh, is he busy tonight? Okay. Yeah, no more rigging jokes. It's not, I promise you, it's not rigged. It's the only way of doing it is just sort of waiting it in the way, but yeah. We'll fix it in there, we'll fix it in post. Zeus, if Zeus isn't here, Samster saying he thinks he's busy tonight. Or was it Jack who said he thinks he's busy tonight? There's a lot of people in voice chat. Hello, everyone in voice chat. You're very welcome. Don't call me Vera. There's some aloe vera. Aloe vera. Well, you've been pinged and there's no response, and it does look like Zeus is offline, so he will get whatever is left at the end, and we'll just say, hello, Panda. Hello from those of us not in voice chat as well. Hello, Panda. Hope you're well, my dude. Great to have you here. Thanks for popping in for the finale. Always good to see you. We'll mark him as absent. And text chat to say hello. Hello, Mark. Let's have another prize winner. Ah, Toppy Wee Topper. And my dog is barking in celebration, Topper. Nope, not here. Right, winner absent. On we go. You're not here. Okay, we'll mark you as absent, shall we? What do you want, Topper? I'll send it to your old address, whatever it is. Choice, you've got QWERTY, you've got Button, Steam Voucher, Nitro. All left. That's the rule, Matt the Sprout. You're welcome for the ping, but that is the rule we have. You get one ping in the Discord, about 30 seconds to respond. After that, you're marked as away. It just seems unfair to people who aren't necessarily here. I mean, there's only so far you can go if they're not at all online. Give me the QWERTY thing. You know it makes sense. QWERTY, or do you want it Spreadshirt? No, I'm assuming you want QWERTY. Oh, it says £15 Spreadshirt voucher here. I've obviously not updated something else. Assign prize. There you go. QWERTY going to Topper. Lovely, lovely. 5 winners to go. There's still 6 prizes on the board, but we're halfway through. Let's pick our next winner. BC, my namesake. Mr. Ben, you've won a prize. Are you here tonight? I don't know if I've seen you on my list. I don't think I have, but we can give you a little ping. I'll race score to do it. Oh, you are here. Oh, forgive me. Oh, no, you're there right at the end. I see. In green. BC. Hello, welcome to the stream. You have 2 Persephone share shirts already. Yeah, you can always have more. Admittedly, the Persephone, the Spreadshirt ones, they do tend to fade in the wash a lot faster. QWERTY ones seem to last a lot longer. Steam Voucher. Good choice. An inspired choice. £10 Steam Voucher. I will get in touch. So if we're not friends on Steam already, BC, there's a 2-day cooldown period, which you will probably need to nag me about, because I'm really, really sloppy at getting that sorted, but you will get it. First, yeah, they do tend to lose their whiskers over time. Let's have another prize. Next prize winner. 4 more to draw. Who's next? 208, AB Me. It's prize time for you. AB Me finishing 3rd as of the start of the stream, 12,505. Might have changed since then, because Mark was just behind in 4th on 12,024. I know AB Me's here. He's never not here. Also, who else did we not look at then? BC. Where did BC finish this season? Right. 27th, 4,648 for BC, and Jack was... Jack was 17th, 6,277. I think that's everyone so far. Oh, Topper, 14th, 76.69 is what you finished on before the stream. So plus whatever you got this stream, Topper. 14th place, not bad at all. You'll have the Steam as well, AB Me. Same drill. The 2-day cooldown period if we're not already friends, which I think we might be, in which case it might be a lot faster. £10 Steam Voucher. Going to AB Me, but Steam. If I get one, AB Me must also have one. Makes sense. Right, 3 more to draw. The buttons are still there, there's still a Nitro there, and there's still a QWERTY voucher. Who's going to be next? Proogs, who arrived just in time for the prize draw. You've won a prize. Proogs finishing 6th as of the start of this stream. 8,935 pennies this season, finishing in 6th place. What do you fancy, Proogs? Again, happy to sub the QWERTY out for a Spreadshirt voucher if you do want some Persephone's Chair merch. You never won one before. Well, congratulations. First time for everything. Proogs. I was saying proo words. Yeah, so if you want a Persephone's Chair merch, I will give you a £15 Spreadshirt voucher instead of the QWERTY one. If you wanted that QWERTY one that's still there, and that goes for anyone, not just Proogs. But if you're not fussed about Persephone's Chair merch, QWERTY voucher is there, or a Persephone's Chair button, or a month of Discord Nitro, whatever you fancy. But I'll have that, and I'll take a look at that in Spreadshirt. Okay, well, you're very welcome, please. We'll have a chat. So Spreadshirt is where the Persephone's Chair merch comes from. QWERTY is a really cool website. They have novelty T-shirts, a bit like this Mandalorian one. But they have new designs every day. Yeah, that's all good. I have a look at them both, and then let me know what you want, and I'll sort you out. Either Spreadshirt or QWERTY, entirely up to you. So, buttons and Nitro left. 2 more prizes to draw. Who's next? Oh, no, I can't press assign prize. Samson wants to show that shirt again. QWERTY, oh, you wanted This Is The Way one. There's loads on there. So I've spent about 300 quid on it in the last few days. Well, last few weeks, probably. But anyway, next prize winner. Lupine! Discord Nitro or a PC button? You got yourself a prize. I'm not spoilering the Mandalorian. This is the way. It's like it's the thing. Nitro for Lupine. Again, I'll sort that out within the next couple of days. Side prize. So, Zeus is going to be left with a button along with one other player, and we're going to draw them now, and they are... Who gets the buttons? What was my PC buttons? It's Mark! Mark, you've got yourself a Persephone's Chair button. And, what did I say? Proogs finishing 6th that season, 8,935. Lupine finishing 2nd as of the start of the stream with 13,545. And Mark finishing 4th with 12,024. Catchphrase. You're very welcome, Mark. Let's give you a button. And there's one more prize to assign, which I know is going to be Zeus. Where was he on the draw list? 3rd, I think. Hang on. I don't want to end up with an off by 1 error. No, 3. Index 3. Hang on. I might be able to make it pick Zeus again. Let's try. Yes. Or it's not. It's just re-rolling the same name just so I can assign Zeus so it's all completed. It's all that's happened there. And now we go back to 9, and I can't pick next prize winner because we've run out of prizes. There we go. Nice to see it all fully assigned for a change. Oh, stop it. No more rigged. So you get your timeout. No more of the rigged. It's funny for about 5 seconds. He did, to be fair, Scorecard did warn you. Right, so it is completely random, but once the names have been populated, I can put it back a stage to redraw a different name. So the names go into a list, and then I can just in my favour. So, okay, stop it. Please stop saying rigged. It's not a fun thing to do. Hello, Prey. That's the thing to join in town. Yeah. So just in the event of full disclosure, how it works, the names are populated, and I can put the slider on to select a player from the list. And because Zeus was 3rd on the list, I set it back to pick the 3rd person, and it just rotates Zeus again. It's not rigged. They are picked at random based on the pennies that you've won this season. Ramsey, thank you for the kind words. Yes, and timeouts can come off now. You behave. Yeah. With an oil rig one. It's really cool, actually. No, that's just, I know you're just memeing, but it's one of those. As I've said, the rigged meme. I know what it is, but and the score is a little bit as well. But it's one of those ones that just. I know it's memey, but it's a meme that just it cuts a little bit hard. You're not allowed to have fun. That is not fun. No, it's just one of those ones. It just slightly triggers me a little bit. Yeah. That was it. That was season 10. And now I have to ask Colo something. Colo, if you're still here, Colo, if you're still in voice chat, thank you all for the kind words. It has been a lovely season. It looks like, touch wood, it looks like the crashing issues have fixed themselves, and it was down to that monitor that's over there. And I think it's because that monitor, A, is an older monitor, and that was coming out of my motherboard, whereas the other 3 were coming out of my graphics card. So I'm down to 3 monitors, which is just as well because I need that space for my work laptop anyway. And that seems to have solved the problem. We've not had any crashes since that monitor came out. So touch wood, that will continue throughout season 11. Colo, what I was going to ask you is, do you think we should show off the thing? The shiny thing, or should we leave everyone in suspense? Coda's been holding the monitor in place this entire time. No, I'm gonna see what Colo thinks, whether or not you should show it off. I'm going to defer to the Pope on this one. Because I don't know, I'm in 2 minds as a special end of season 3. Because we've sort of gone out without ceremony. Colo unleash the shiny. That's how it's done. He said, oh, did he say, yeah, go on then? Oh, did I miss that? I must have missed that. Oh, so you did. Yeah, go on then. So you did. I will show you a very quick sneak peek of next season. Just a sneak peek. We're not going to play a full game. Mainly because I've got no questions for it. I must exit play mode. Oh, bollocks. Oh, I can get it on the VOD, can't I? I didn't save a picture of my prizes, but hopefully that'll be on the VOD. Thank you to everybody for... No, it's not stuff. I'm not allowed to make new stuff anymore. It's old stuff, but it's had a makeover. Thank you, just before I show you this, very, very much to everybody who has contributed to this season. And it's not been without its ups and downs, with the crashes, certainly, when they were a thing. No, it's not been shunned. I'm going to show you some stuff. Not been without its ups and downs. And obviously there was a big change up in the middle where obviously the schedule had to change because of my changing circumstances. But I'm really glad I've kept at with it, even if it is only the one night a week. So thank you for continuing to come back. It is not stuff. Also, Ben, I'm going to show you some not stuff. Yeah. But no, it's so gratifying and pleasing to see so many of you coming back week in, week out. And it does make it all worthwhile. And especially now it's sort of limited and it's only, once a week. Ben was underrated. You reckon? Maybe it could come back. It's on my list of games. What are mine? Yeah. Thank you all very, very much. Oh, hello. Oh, Matt the Ref! Gifting out 5 subs there. That's enormously kind of you, Matt. Thank you very much. Subs there going to Natter, Lewis, Plebthrians, Ramsey, and Arden Fetz. Welcome, all of you. Enjoy 1 month ad-free viewing. Just in time for me to go on a season break. Matt, thanks very much for the support right there. That's really kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Those subs, you can use emotes on other channels for the next few weeks, but I'm obviously now off for nearly a month. So hopefully you can use that sub towards the end. But Matt, thank you very much for the support right there. Right. I'm going to show you some stuff. I might... Ash and Topper. I don't think I've looked at the end yet. That's the problem. Ash and Topper, come and join me in the broadcast studio. Come on, let's just be a bit spontaneous. Ash and Topper, come and join me in the broadcast studio. Hello, mate. You all right? So I put you on the spot like this. You can be the first. It's hello, Topper. How you doing, mate? Hello. Yes, you did. You could have said no. I'm not going to come and join you in the broadcast studio, but I appreciate that you did. Oh, you can't hear them. Can't hear either of them. Oh yeah, I know why. It's because you can't hear them because we're not on the thing yet. Hang on. Right. You should be able to hear them now. In the eternal...
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, testing.
There we go. In the eternal void of blue. You can hear. Excellent. Right. I'm just going to find some stuff for you. Now, you guys can see this screen. Oh, actually, we're just going to lose them for a minute because I need to show them something that I can't show everyone else just yet. So hang fire a minute. I'll still be here. Let me just... you know where this is going? Okay, let's put you there. Yeah, I have. Let's. I'm just going to find you one that I think will suit you, Ash. I think it's probably just going to be that one, mainly for the memes. Right. Yeah. Here we go. Right. Please work. Oh, there we go. It's for kids now. So don't do anything just yet, guys, because obviously I need to get in first. And, apparently I'm not signed in there, so let me do that real quick. And now we are. And hopefully that will just work. Yes, it does. So, if you could both do your thing. There we go. What colour should... of course, you should be that one. Okay, all of this is now controlled through Hackbox. Enjoy. Oh, bollocks, no. Do it again, we'll do it again. Fuck!
I was going to say.
I'll reload Hackbox host, so you'll just come right back in. I left...
Did you skip
opening titles off, yeah. That's my bad. Let's go again, and should just... There we go. Obviously. Right,
so one does a reload host.
Amazing. It's so much time. Here we go.
Buzz.
Is there anybody there?
What are birds? We just don't know.
-5 stars!
Loads of money!
I'm Derek Livingston. Better to my friends.
I've got nothing left!
It's a chunky!
Welcome to the Buzz Off Studio Theatre live from Sussex. And yes, we have remade Buzz Off. It's the same game, virtually. There is going to be audience integration, which isn't in yet. And I think I probably haven't hooked up the very last stage of the game. I've also not done picture around yet. But yeah, much fancier, shiny alert. It's much more stable and in control. It looks a lot nicer. And it's all done through Hackbox. So let's go and have a look at our audience. If you type anything in chat, you will get an avatar. You can type in that code to get a Hackbox account, but it won't do anything because I haven't hooked up that part of the game. But if you type anything into public chat...
You've got the floaty box from Bridge.
Yeah, the floaty box. There's a different animation. Actually, I forgot I did that in the bridge. But yeah, so there's a floaty box. Anything into public chat, and you'll get yourself a little avatar. Welcome to the Buzz Off Studio Theatre, and we'll put you up and we'll show you in due course. You can come and join halfway through. Yeah, that's going to persist in between. But for now, let's meet our contestants. Kolo at the back. Well, maybe if Kolo had just paid a little bit more money, he could have got a better seat. Topper, hello.
Hello.
Did you know this was happening?
No, it was against my will I've been dragged here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, if you type something into the audience so you get an avatar and then join with Hackbox, it associates to 2 accounts, which is something I've been trying to do for a while, so that's really handy. There will be a full audience game, which is what the... so this is partially a test just to make sure that element of it works, even if the audience game isn't implemented yet. There will be an audience game, which is what the playoffs are going to be. Topper's here for this test game. It's an old pack of mine, and Topper goes like this.
Is there anybody there?
I think that was yours, wasn't it, from last time?
It was, yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Topper's going to be buzzing off against Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hello.
Old pack for old times. So you've got one just for the memes, although they're all meme-worthy, but Ash goes like this.
Oh, hello.
For Yorkshire!
Yes, you are in Yorkshire, I suppose. It sort of works, doesn't it? Anyway, rules are much the same as they were before. I hope you're ready to play. Best of luck. Good luck. Have fun. Let's go to round number 1. Hang on, have I set this to the right game? Because at one point it was set to... I've just remembered I set round 4 to round 1 because I was testing round 4. Oh, good catch, Ben. We're about to do round 4. Let's make it round 1. Let's make it round 1. And let's play it. Yes. I know Ash had the giant steps lick, but I don't think I've got it on this on this project. Anyway,
you should.
Huh?
You should have it.
It'll be in the other project. I've redone it from the ground up because I know how much you love it when I do that. Round 1, it's a trivia search. Slightly bigger grid, 15 by 15, but the rules are exactly the same. Buzz in when you think you've seen something. And except this time I've got all of the options on my screen, so I can just press a button so it'll happen much faster and less margin for error. Happy with the rules?
Yeah.
Let's go to the first puzzle then. We're looking for watch manufacturers.
That's a massive...
Yeah, it's 3 big. It's 15 by 15 now. Yeah, moving screens as well. Algorithm is slightly different, so that it gradually gets faster rather than being 50 at one speed, then 50 at another speed. It's just gradually, constantly speeding up.
For Yorkshire!
Yes, Ash, what have you seen?
I'm just going to say one, Omega.
Omega is there. Top of your clock's on.
Lovely.
30 seconds to equalise.
For Yorkshire!
Ash?
I'll say Timex as well, why not?
No, I'm afraid that's wrong. You're frozen out for 10 seconds.
I'm just throwing out names, not even finding them.
Topper.
So am I now. Rolex?
No, I'm afraid you're frozen out for 10 seconds. Ash, you back in?
That's not good, is it?
For Yorkshire!
Ash?
We go Tag Heuer up there.
Tag Heuer is up there. Top's got to find all 3 in not 5 seconds.
It would help if I knew any watch manufacturers.
Possibly would.
I'm just thinking of F1 sponsors.
Works as well. Well done, Ash. You've taken that first circle. The missing answers up there. Breitling, Mont Blanc, and Piaget were the 3 missing answers. Tricky ones there. Let's see what we make of board number 2. We're looking for video game characters.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
Slightly more in your wheelhouse. Maybe.
If I can find them.
You can find them, yes.
Sort of have hive minds on the mind where it goes in all sorts of directions, but no, these are just
just in a line. Just a single line. I found one.
Is there anybody there?
Has Topper found one?
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft is there. Ash, your clock's on.
Ooh. Ooh.
Time's running out. Let's go pretty quick. Yes, Ash?
Blinky.
Blinky, good spot. Yes, one of the Pac-Man goes. Topper's right behind you, though.
Robotnik.
Robotnik is also there. Ash, your clock's back on.
Oh, shoot.
Is there anybody there?
Topper for steel.
GLaDOS.
GLaDOS.
Yeah,
Well spotted. Anyone got the last one? I'll throw it open to the chat if you two can't spot it. Oh, God, yeah, JC Denton, well spotted, Oni. JC Denton from Deus Ex down there. It's one apiece, and we're going to the final one. Oh my God, JC, a bomb. Yeah, Deus Ex, what a game. One more. This one is a little tricky, but good luck. People who have appeared in the final of the French Open.
Oh my God.
Yes, Ash.
Nadal?
Not there, I'm afraid.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take the 10 seconds.
Good a guess as any. Let's try and get away. It's an old pack pro. I was testing it out. Yeah, for clarity, the tennis one. We are talking about the tennis one shapes. And I think there might be a typo in here as well, which probably doesn't help. Ash is back in.
Is there anybody
Topper.
there?
Soderling?
Very good, Soderling.
Oh, yeah.
Robin Soderling is there. Photo ICAAA. That is there. Ash's clock is on. Just spotted another one. Ash.
Lendl,
very good. You've stopped your clock.
Nice.
3 remaining. As the letters start to disappear at a faster rate.
Is there anybody there?
Topper.
Cloisters.
Kim Cloisters, very good.
Ooh.
2 more to find.
Is there anybody
Topper
there?
for the chevron.
Wawrinka.
Wawrinka, I will allow it. Yes, phonetic plausibility. Stan Wawrinka. And the one missing answer, I think it's a typo. Fucking French.
That will help.
Tipso, welcome to the stream. Abeme's got it, yeah. It might not be a typo. It's Kenine. Is that a typo? I can't do it. I imagine it's probably not. It might be, but there we go. At the end of that, Ash has got 1, but Topper's got 2 and wins the chevron.
Whoop, whoop.
And spin. Now, here's a really cool thing that I can do with this new version of the build. If I decided, actually, no, I think Ash should have won that. So just give it back. But I'm not going to do that. We'll give it to Topper. So 5-4 as we go into round number 2. It's the auction house. You've got to tell me how many you can bid on a single on a category, and it goes back and forth until one of you challenges the other one. Unlike last time, you're going to be speaking them to me, so you've only got 10 seconds to name each one rather than typing in the answer, which was a bit pointless last time, but I think I got a bit excited by the buzzer typing interface last time. So I was just trying to see if I could. So you're just going to be speaking them to me. It's still +1, +2, +3, but your devices will say the actual number you'll be bidding on, just for clarity, so you know how many you're going to go for. And when your opponent challenges, they are the ones who set the challenge, and the clock will be on straight away. So make sure you're ready to start gobbling things at me. Or gabbling things at me, not gobbling at me. Gabbling things at me to make it work. Both ready to play?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Winners of the Academy Award for Best Actress since and including the 72nd ceremony held in March 2000. Topper, you're opening the bidding. And starting with 1, passes over to Ash. Just 1 more. Bid is at 2, Topper. Just 1 more, we're up to 3. I'm sensing a
my brain is not awake at 11, so go.
Oh, bugger.
Topper, here we go.
I don't know any. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep? Yeah, 2011.
Oh, I don't know another. Emma Watson.
Emma Watson?
No, probably not.
No, I'm afraid not. There's Emma Stone.
It
might have been who you were thinking of, Emma Watson, Hermione Granger. But it says Topper off won the point, but it's given it to Ash, so that's probably a bug in my Hackbox code. Who does it say won the point at your end?
I have it say you won, so I won the point.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's just a bug at my end. Missing answers: Brie Larson, Kate Blanchett, Charlize Theron, Emma Stone, Frances McDormand, Halle Berry, Helen Mirren, Hilary Swank, Jennifer Lawrence, Jessica Chastain, Julia Roberts, Julianne Moore, Kate Winslet, Marion Cotillard, Michelle Yeoh, Natalie Portman, Nicole Kidman, Olivia Colman, Reese Witherspoon, Renee Zellweger, and Sandra Bullock were the full list of answers there. I need to fix that bug. Yeah. that's about all there is to it. So, Ash, you're going to be opening the bidding on countries that border Russia. Just the one. Topper. Another one. Back to Ash. Up to 3. Topper's going for 4.
Yeah, you like your geography, don't you, Topper?
No, I hate it.
You like your flags, don't you?
I like flags, yeah. But when it comes to bordering,
What's it going to be, Ash?
Go for it.
Topper.
Thank you. Finland.
Finland. Yes.
Mongolia.
Yes.
Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Georgia.
Well played. That's your
That'll
4.
do, yeah.
Very good indeed.
I can probably name them all, to be honest.
Go on, keep going then. See how many more you could have got.
Latvia. Lithuania.
Yeah.
Estonia.
Yeah.
Poland.
Yes.
Belarus.
Yes.
North Korea.
Yes.
China.
Yes.
And a couple more stars.
That's pretty good going. He's got Abkhazia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, China, Estonia, Lativa on mine, which I imagine is supposed to be Latvia, Lithuania, North Korea, Norway, Poland, Ukraine. It might have been the obvious one to go for there. And apparently South Ossetia. Which is
interesting how Abkhazia and South Ossetia there.
Disputed a couple of those possibly, but we're being complete. One extra thing about this is that actually I can override. So if you say something that for whatever reason isn't on the list, I can just type something and it adds it to the list, which is well cool. So 1 apiece. We go to the final, which is epistles of St. Paul, excluding repeats. For example, if he wrote more than one letter to Ash the Bash, the Church of Ash the Bash, that would count as 1. Topper's bidding 1. Ash, to you. Another 1. And Topper taking it to 3. Let's see if I'm going to win a bet with myself about how this is going to play out. Yep, exactly as I thought. Ash should bid 1 more on Topper a challenge. Go on, Ash.
Go with Romans.
Romans, yes.
1 Corinthians.
It will count as it is. I'm just going to show you what happens when it runs out. It doesn't automatically freeze it out to give me grace time.
Oh, okay.
Because you've said your answer already. Corinthians is a single answer, so you can't have 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Corinthians is absolutely right.
Oh God, that
has that scuppered you?
This is where it goes all to pot. God, I can't remember anything.
No, I'm afraid that is time out. I'm going to have to mark that one as wrong. But for example, you could have gone. You could have said.
Typing stuff now.
The Church of Lord Bass, for example, and just add answers to my list. But I'm afraid I'm not going to give you the point, and Topper's going to take it. Missing answers, yeah, and it's saying Ash won the point, so I think there's it's getting that the wrong way around. Colossians, Ephesians, Galatians, Hebrews, Philemon, Philippians, Thessalonians, Timothy, and Titus. That is the end of the round, and Topper's going to take a second chevron.
Woo!
It's Topper's 6 and Ash on 3 as we come to round number 3. I need to add a button that lets me turn around and look at the audience. I can probably do that from control if I go to audience wide, I think. Force move camera, is that the one? Manually pan camera. That's the one. Look at all our audience. I hope you're having a lovely time in the audience and enjoying the spectator as it is at the moment. It will be play along in due course. But yes, all in good time. Force move camera, I think, just does a hard cut. Yes, it does. Good. Right, round 3. This one has had some very minor changes just based on feedback from Colo based on how it played out last time. Let's take a look at it. It's the time warp. It said of last time you each had half of a timeline. This time you're both playing on both halves of the timeline, but you've got to win 2 in order to win one timeline, and you've got to win both timelines in order to win the point. It will become clear when it is on display. I've explained that in a really poor way. Basically, there's two halves to it. There's two timelines per board, and there's two halves to each timeline. If you win both halves, you win a timeline. If you win both timelines, or the most timelines, because you can have ties, then you win the point, and the first 2 points is the winner. You'll get the hang of it. So, sometime between 1537 and 1746, Galileo Galilei makes the first detailed observation of Jupiter. You've got to hit the buzzer when you think the pointer is pointing to the right year. It's a slightly different dynamic to this game because you're both buzzing on the same one. Best of luck, 15 seconds to go from one side to the other, and your slider starts now.
For Yorkshire!
Ash is in first, and as the strategy is most obvious to do, Topper is right behind. So, it should have told you exactly where you stopped on your devices. Let's reveal and see who was right. Oh! Look at that! Look at that. 1611, Topper just 1 year out, and that's a really obvious point that it doesn't actually say whose is whose. I need to make sure you can see that on the pip view. So, Topper, you've won that first one. Ash, if you can win the second one, then it's a tied board and no one gets a point. Oh, hello, Huds. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Topper, oh, it tells me on my screen here, though. Topper was 1 away, Ash was 13 away. So Topper getting the first half, but there's another half to go. Second half, Jupiter, along with the rest of Holst's Planet Suite, is premiered in London sometime between 1746 and 1955. Sliders start now. Yeah, it has shapes.
For Yorkshire!
Ash is in first, Topper's right behind. As Colo said to me when we tested this, this is a game of brinksmanship and makes it a very different game. The correct answer is 1918, both a bit early. Ash getting a bit of an itchy trigger finger going 1863, 55 away. Topper 42 away at 1876. And you can see Topper has won both halves of the timeline and has so won the first point. Good to see you, Huds. You're always welcome here, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Let's go on to another pair of timelines. Ash, if you can win this one, then it plays on. If it's a tie here, then we play on to the last one anyway, because we could end up with an overall tie. Let's see what happens. Sometime between 1956 and 1981, quite a tight timeline here, Michael Jordan is born. Sliders start now.
Is there anybody there?
Topper just getting in ahead of Ash there. Correct answer is way late, 1963. And Topper is just closer, though both of them going a bit far. Ash stopping at 19. Nice. Very nice indeed. Topper, if you can win this second half of the timeline, you win the chevron. Topper 4 away, Ash 6 away. Second half, Michael Douglas wins the Academy Award for Best Actor sometime between 81 and 2006. Slider starts now.
Is there anybody there?
Topper's gone first. Ash has gone behind. Who's closer? Quite a bit late, 1988. I think it's for Wall Street. Wall Street Money Never Sleeps or something like that. Topper going at 95, Ash going at 99, which means Topper has won that timeline, and it's his second one, which means he's won the chevron. So, 7-2, but Ash, there's still time to come back. There's still time to come back because the last round, as you know, is on the buzzer. This is exactly the same as it was, except it's had quite a major graphical overhaul, but it is identical in gameplay. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. If you're wrong, you're frozen out for 3 clues. If you're right, then you win a chevron straight away. First player to get an insurmountable lead out of a potential 5 puzzles will win the match. Best of luck to you both. Fingers on buzzers. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? Anna. Ariane. And you should be getting all of these on your Hackbox devices as well. Ben Davis. Pristine. Melba. Jazz. Golden Delicious.
Is there anybody there?
Yes, Topper.
Are they types of apple?
They certainly are. Apple Cultivars. You've gone on to see Gala, Brayburn, and Granny Smith. So if we would have given it away. Well done, Topper. That's a chevron to you. We clear the board. We add that chevron on, which means we're going into this one. It should be a match. Is it match point? No, I don't know. If it is, it should tell me on my device, which it's not.
No, it isn't.
It tells me there, but not in advance, so I need to go and look at that. Once again, buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Slare. Pin. Dumb. Bam.
For Yorkshire!
Ashley.
The first 3 letters of Disney film.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed.
Oh, very
yes.
nice.
Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio, Dumbo, Bambi. You've gone on to see Cinderella, Lady and the Tramp, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Ratatouille, WALL-E, and Up, which doesn't have 3 letters. Well done, Ash. You have stolen a chevron back. And we'll put it on. Still alive and kicking, but we've got another match point, and it's again not telling me in advance. I will say in advance, I'm now thinking some of these are not my clues. I may have just Frankensteined a pack together, because I know for a fact this next puzzle is not mine. I'm fairly sure this was a run, so apologies if I have used one of your puzzles in this game. It's just been my testing pack, and this was a bit spontaneous. So thank you, and apologies for not giving you advance warning. These are all from last year's packs. Oh, hi, Aaron. Yeah, I think this is one of your clues. Here we go. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Manhattan, Screwdriver, Peroni, Rattler. Mint Julep, Appletini, Tennant's, Magners. Glenfiddich, Seabreeze, Budweiser, Aspel. Irish Coffee, Moscow Mule, Stella Artois, Old Moot. A run buzzing in the chat. Old Fashioned, Bloody Marys, San Miguel, Summersby.
For Yorkshire!
Ash?
Gin, vodka, beer, cider.
I can't take it, I'm afraid. You get to spin around. You're frozen out for 3 clues. I was thinking, how on earth am I going to show that they're frozen out? Oh, there we go. I'll just spin them back around. Whee! Frozen out for 3 clues. Topper, next one.
Yeah, like I'm going to get there.
John Collins, Cosmopolitan, Carling, Copperberg. Drambuie, Grey Goose, Carlsberg, Bulmers. Johnny Walker, Absolute, Foster's, Thatcher's. Ash, you are back on the next clue.
There?
Topper.
Let's go for gin, vodka, rum, cider.
I can't take it, I'm afraid. No, you're frozen out for the rest of the puzzle. Ash, you are going to be back in on the next one, although why it's saying to me display answer, I don't know. It might just ruin it now. I should be getting an option for another clue, but it's going to ruin it, I think. Oh, that's a bug. I'll fix that. It was a whiskey drink, a vodka drink, a lager drink, a cider drink.
Oh, okay, that's clever.
Yeah, that's a run. Credit where it's due. That's a bug because there should have been another clue, which would have been Jack Daniel's Smirnoff Heineken Strongbow. Would you have got it from that, do you think, Ash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Daniel, yeah, I would have done.
Can I award Chevron to Green? I can, but I don't know if I can do anything from it at this point. So apologies for that bug. This is why we test things. Hang on. Reset board and show chevrons. Ah, no, excellent. I gave it to you. I'm going on. You're taking your integrity. You're taking you at your word. As you would have got that. We'll go on to another puzzle. It's still a match point. Buzz when you know what I'm talking about. Charlotte, 1925. Ugh. Susan, 1871.
Ugh.
Anne, 1817. Catherine, 1817. Fanny, 1814.
Huh?
Eleanor and Marianne, 1811. Elizabeth, 1813.
For Yorkshire!
Ash?
Not a clue, but Wives of Louise?
Not the one, I'm afraid. You're frozen out for the rest of the puzzle. Topper, I will tell you the last clue. You won't be able to buzz in because apparently there is a bug if that happens. Let me find my trivia pack. The last clue, Topper, would have been Emma, 1815.
Are these all women who appear in the names of novels?
Any more?
Do you now?
Can't give you too long.
Romance novels.
It's not enough, I'm afraid. It's Jane Austen novels. Protagonists from Jane Austen works and the year the works were published. So I can't give you that chevron, but I think that means you've won the game anyway because there's only one puzzle left, which means you have an insurmountable lead, which means Topper is the winner!
Woo! Hey! We found bugs!
Found bugs!
Bug off!
I've now got a button here saying initiate round and then 5 in brackets, and I was like, there isn't a round 5, so I know I haven't.
It's a super round.
It's a super round. I know for a fact I haven't implemented the button for the credits yet, but I have written the credits, so I'm going to see if I can make them go, so to speak. Where are they? Credits, test credits. Oh god, well, have I put anything embarrassing on the mesh? Oh shit, I build the mesh dynamically, don't I? Bollocks. Oh, and Unity's crashed, so we're not going to get to see him anyway. Cool. We'll save the credits for another time. Yeah. But yeah, we'll save Linda Roan and the credits. But it just pans around the studio. Yeah, that's slightly worrying that Unity's crashed there, but at least it wait till the end of the game. So much for we fixed all the bugs, I guess. Anyway, guys, thank you for doing that on no notice whatsoever. Appreciate it. Good opportunity to bug hunt and think about entering the competition, maybe.
I am going to.
Good stuff. Thank you, chaps. I'll speak to you later.
Alrighty.
Bye. Bye. That was fun. Bit of spontaneous buzz off. So that is the new look buzz off. Yes, there will be episode titles. There will be custom buzzers. I haven't hooked that bit up yet, and for some reason, Unity just decided to shit itself and die at the end there, which is a shame. But the game is abstracted enough that if that does happen, I can get all the data back in just by reloading Hackbox Host, as I did there at the start when I forgot to show the titles. And I can put any round in at any point, and I can manually change the scores on the fly. So if it changes mid-round, it's a bit more of a problem. But yeah, Yoshi and Lalito, welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's a feature. But you're a spam bot. Well, not welcome, Lalito. You're not welcome here. So that is the new look Buzz Off, which is coming season 11. So that's the first time it's had a public airing. As you can see, it is the same game with, a new wardrobe, if you like. Lalito is the mole, yeah, true. So I kind of like the new look. I think it works much better for it. It feels easier to control. It's more flexible, and I think we'll have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that's coming in season 11. Obviously, there's still some bugs in there. The crash, I'm not sure about. I'll go and look at the crash log in a minute. But yes, there will be an audience game, which hasn't been implemented yet. There'll be title suggestion, which hasn't been implemented yet. And there'll be, it'll be lots of fun. But yeah, some bugs I need to go and fix. So I'm glad we did do that test. And if you have got, that was what I was going to say. If you have got any suggestions, thank you, G. Isons, do go and put them into, with the live studio audience. Do go put them into the suggestion section of the Discord. I am open to suggestions. I've been working with Colo quite closely on this, who's also taking on a sort of adjudicator. Well, he doesn't know this yet, but he's proofing all of the packs for it, certainly. He's sort of, by default, going to be something of an adjudicator, because I'm assuming he's tacitly suggested he's not going to be in the tournament, since he's offered to proof all of the packs. He's also writing the playoff questions as well. So, Yeah, so many rounds for this. Yeah, it's a shame we've only got to have like 8 episodes of it because limitations on time. Because I don't want it to be the sole focus of the season, so it's sort of spread out. But season is much more limited because of my schedule. But it should be a lot of fun. So keep your eye on the Discord for more information on how to apply for that in the coming weeks. Hopefully that'll all be bug free and ready to go by season 11 at the start of June. So, that is it. That is Season 10 wrapped up, done and dusted. No bonus games. I will reset those pennies ready for next season. And I look forward to seeing you there. Is there anyone to raid? No, we can have a non-raiding night tonight. Oh, actually, no. Sonic Chrono Adventure and GDQ. Sonic stuff at GDQ. I think the HUDs is appearing in the channel. They've got quite a lot there already. I always get scared raiding big channels. Could raid Cosmic. He's doing Super Mario. Cosmic was the world record holder in Super Mario. Eventful and wonderful. Thank you very much, Fired. It's a feature. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's raid Cosmic, and we'll say it's a feature. Thank you very much, everybody, for a fabulous season. It's been a great finale. Thank you again to our questions writers, to Natter for Crossfire, to Shapes for the Mole, to Ramsey for the Abyss, to Colo and Samster for proofing, and to all of you for coming to play with me tonight. It's been most fun, because I say the family were all out again this weekend. So and I have been very, very stressed out today with just the sheer volume of stuff that's been going on. So it's been good to come and have some fun and hang out with you guys. I'm going to get some dinner because I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to probably go put some pizza in. Next season of quiz, Saturday 3rd of June, starting 8 p.m. BST with the Buzz Off playoffs. Hopefully bug free by then. It's fairly bug free already. Well, it's not bug free, but it's less buggy than they normally are for first run through. So thanks again to Ash and Topper for coming to volunteer on that, and do look forward to reading your feedback on that in due course. I will see you in June. I will be hanging around in various places. I'll probably pop into Ash's and Topper's streams. Those guys are going to be back. I think Topper's starting a new season Thursday the 18th of May, so no Topper. I should have gotten to plug it while they were in, really, shouldn't I? No Topper this coming Thursday, but he's back on the 18th of May. Bash has Bash got his stream schedule back in yet? Not yet, but he'll be here Wednesdays and Fridays. I think he's here next week, so let's give both of them a shout out. Thank you very much for coming to help out there. Oh no, that's not how you do shout out. Shout out 80_Bash and so Topper One Gaming. Go give those guys a follow. They do awesome interactive quizzy stuff as well. So Topper's on a week off next week, and Ash is, I think, back next week, Wednesdays and Fridays. All of them at 8 o'clock p.m. BST, and I'm back on the 3rd of June. I don't know why I just left it on the dead monitor screen. Let's go back to there. Time for pizza. Let's go and raid Cosmic. Oh, that's not how you spell Cosmic. Cosmic, and we're going to say hashtag it's a feature. If you want a prize in the prize draw, I will be in touch in the next couple of days to arrange that with you. Thanks again to everyone who comes in and plays, to everyone who writes, to everyone who helps to prove, to all of the admin team, both here and in the Discord, for all of the tireless work that they do behind the scenes to help these things run smoothly. I know I'm not out putting new formats anymore, but we've got some old formats that we can still play and give some love to. So I will see you for a brand new season in June the 3rd at 8 p.m. and subject to something going horribly wrong, and I will see you there. Until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe out there. I've been Royal Flush. You have been watching Game Night. Until we meet again, take care, peace out, and good night.